And we can hear him. We can hear you nice and clear. Nicely done. As they pick up a Venno ban. So, two nuisance boys there picked off for the bans nice and early by Bulletjie. No Tide, no Venno, please. As they pick up Disruptor on the OM3N PHAZ3 side. And yeah, but we can hear you nice and clear, Mr. German.
It is good to be back in the Keystroke Cup. Made my debut yesterday. I'm excited to be back. Like you said earlier, the Disruptor ban, quite a common one for the OM3N PHAZ3 OP versus Bulletjie Gaming. Excuse my pronunciation. My Afrikaans is pretty bad. We've got a Potch versus Potch kind of matchup here, which is quite exciting. I'm sure there's quite a bit of history between these guys if they come from the same place. Probably have seen each other before in the flesh, as they say, something that grows more and more uncommon in these coronavirus times. But excited to be here. Keystroke Cup, best of 3. First pick in. What's it going to be? Oh, man, you know what, guys? I wish he'd called it. I don't know if he called it on the stream. But it was called pre-game by Mr. Gascott, the Oracle pick. And the Wind Ranger, I think, also came up from... it's doing...
Yep, so, yeah, that is going to be... I would be surprised if it isn't Guko taking the wind. It should be Guko taking wind. What I must admit, though, with the Oracle pick is I called Oracle being picked for Perseus on the side of OM3N PHAZ3, not for Bulletjie. So maybe they've been watching this, they've seen Perseus has a good Oracle, and they say, well, it's a great hero, we can give it a pick as well. I think it'd be very nice to see who plays it. I mean, I think they're going to have a very good Oracle. And I do think Guko's going to play this wind, even though they first picked it, they said it's that sort of much of that conflict. I'm that confident with the hero that I can pick it first pick in mid lane, and I'm confident enough with my win in mid that I can first pick it, try counter me, don't worry, I will click R at level 6 and get a kill.
Yeah, I was just going to say that the Ogre coming out there, so a nice little pick there. I like the synergy with Oracle, 2 nice supports. What I was going to say also is that, look, now that you say that Perseus was the one you expected to get the Oracle, it's probably going to emerge that the Oracle will be quite a highly contested hero, depending how this first game goes. If the Oracle proves to be a strong hero in this game, I think we're going to see it getting first banned or first picked in this best of 3, possibly going into the later games. But next pick coming up here, what are you predicting, Gascott? You've got the crystal ball.
So, okay, I don't know about we might see it now. Let's see that Marana pickup. Nicely done. Okay. Nuisance hero. So, I mean, I often speak about how nice it is to have an invis hero on your team, because it forces the enemy supports to buy the sentries and buy that dust. You know, it's just extra gold being expended. I mean, if you're playing against, a Ricky, a Clinks, a Marana, whatever, now you got an entire team who's invis. There's no longer one hero you got to watch for coming from behind or anything. It's an entire team that's going to be invisible with this. Back to what your question was with the pick-wise, I think Bulletjie are going to go for that Oracle Sven. That seems to be something that they are quite comfortable with doing. We'll see in the next few picks, obviously. They probably don't want to pick the Sven as their third pick, but I wouldn't be surprised to see that come out if the draft stays sort of non-Sven counted. But I mean, yeah, Marana went lovely to laners. Very, very strong. Marana can be played anywhere. Those long-range arrows. Shackle arrow is going to be quite nice. I mean, if you land a shackle, you're going to land an arrow type thing. I do like that they have banned out the Shadow Demon on the side of Bulletjie. That's obviously a great combo there with Marana. Yeah. Just that ball into arrow, if you hit the timing right, it's a perfect setup for the arrow.
Yeah, it's also, I quite like the Shadow Demon. Would have been a great counter to Oracle. Okay, we got a guaranteed Necro ban coming in.
Ooh, Jug ban, AM ban.
Jug and AM out the game, 2 of the carries.
So predicting a Necro ban, eh?
Okay, let's see. I mean, I don't have a crystal ball in front of me, guys, so I don't like to make predictions. I believe the future is absolutely unpredictable. But you guys, you seem to have better foresight than I do.
Okay, well, let's see what's picked here. There's still a chance for a Sven. Obviously they want to. I don't think Bulletjie wants to ban it out because I think they want to pick it. I know it's still early days. So they ban out Slug. So they're pretty sure that Omen's looking for their safe lane. Omen here, I would like to see them actually ban the Sven here. In which case Bulletjie could pick the spec. But I think Omen might pick the spec, to which Bulletjie's going to respond by picking this Sven. But again, field's open, there's still a lot of space here. Still that big, there is the chance of an Underlord. We haven't seen, either team here still has Underlord. It's been highly contested, as you see.
Pugner banned.
Pugner banned, okay. So they think this win might be supporting. Void picked up, okay.
There it is, yeah. I was going to say, no ban on the faceless. That is the as far as I understand, what I've been witnessing in many games and chatting to friends of mine who play at a higher level than I do, a lot higher level than I do. Faceless Void is kind of the carry at the moment. I mean, he hits hard. How's that? The Chrono is just it's one of those ultis that goes through the spell immunity. Late game, it's just it basically defines how the game's going to play out. If the Chronos are hitting, you can win the game. You catch 2 or 3. We saw it yesterday. In the best of 3. I mean, there was a Chrono coming out. Every single team fights, and if you can land those in time, you're fighting with the opposition. It can be super strong, and Void is just hits hard in general. So yeah, always a strong pick.
I was speaking about if you hit a shackle, you can hit an arrow. I mean, if you hit a Chrono, you're hitting an arrow. That's going to be for free.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, great prediction.
Okay, so Sven is picked up there. Yep, prediction done well. I mean, so yeah, like we said over there, we heard over there, Snap is still open as well. I mean, we did see that yesterday, the Void Snap combo.
That is quite a fun combo, that one.
Power shots can come through. They've got the range damage at least to pop damage into that Chrono, but if Void has enough of a free lane, picks up that Ags, picks up that MKB with a Mom, he's going to do the damage in the Chrono as well, But yeah, so now... okay, we're going to see that Rubik picked up. Okay, so I've seen to perhaps try steal Stormhammer, steal the False Promises. Should be interesting to see. I think it's quite kind of fun game for this Rubik.
Yeah, there's a lot to steal here. I mean, I think between the Oracle and the Ogre alone, you've got a ton that you can use. Great spells, and Sven also has the hammer there. If you can you can catch any of those, I mean, really, you're going to have extra lockdown. We were talking about, obviously, the landing of the arrow, the shackle. We've got a Chrono, a Rubik there, able to lift into arrow. I mean, that's obviously going to be great.
100%.
Even after the arrow's been cast, you can lift in place. So, I mean, that's also great. You can see if the Rubik's going to pull it off. That'll be super fun. Next pick coming here for Bulletjie. I have absolutely no idea what they're going to pick. They're probably looking at their mid lane and their off lane. Am I correct? Does that make any sense? What do you think?
I like it. Yeah, off lane. Yeah. We could have fair enough. Doom for the Void. We could have. I like the idea of an Underlord. Underlord is just an extremely rough hero to play against in that off lane. When somebody's going to be sustainable rather against all this range harass is going to happen in lane. Doom. Okay, Doom picked up. There we go. Good calls there. That can take out anyone. Rubik will be on the lookout for a Scorch to steal or a Doom steal just to pop it up. I think people sometimes underestimate how great Rubik is and the fact that he doesn't always have to steal an ulti. You can steal a pre-level 6 ability as much of a nuisance. You aren't expecting to see a Stormhammer come from a Rubik. Little things you don't think about. As we see a DK ban out, they think they're looking for a tankier mid here.
That Doom there is going to be quite... Yeah, the Doom on the Void is a big matchup. Although, again, there's a big spell for Rubik to steal. I mean, massive spell. Klink's ban coming out.
Hey, good. Glad to see that.
That's a good ban. I think Klink's is very strong at the moment. Hits like a truck.
Okay, so let's see. We have 15 seconds. They are banning their last hero. They're looking for a mid. 10 seconds. I have no idea what to ban here. I would not know what to ban. I would just ban like something OD or Invoker just for the sake of not having to play against it. But they do have reserve time, so we have reserve time.
But okay, I do think, his wind's not going to go in the mid lane. Or am I missing the point?
I thought so, but maybe what they're trying to do now is set something up a little bit spicy, saying, "Oh, we're going to send Wind mid." Oh, they banned the Underlord. Okay, so they do ban it out there. So maybe Wind mid, Mirana off, Rubik. Void. I mean, it would be strange because then who is going to be there 4 and 5?
You could put a 4 on the Mirana, 5 Rubik. I mean, that's possible.
Yeah. It's going to be very difficult with
the send Void safe lane, Wind mid, and then you have an off lane of some kind. Your Mirana could also roam and kind of be a nuisance mid and off lane or safe lane.
Bristol wouldn't be too bad, yeah. I was like Bristol, I think maybe. They banned Void. Okay, so mid lane for Bulletjie. Who do you pick as Bulletjie? Against
it's a great ban, I think, on Void Spirit. I think that's a really good ban. I'm not sure. They've got a lot of... I think they want someone with some range, obviously, for me, with the Sven and the Doom kind of... obviously the Sven's got quite good engagement and you can get some mobility, but, you want something that can hit from further away, especially when you're facing a Wind Mirana. And a
I just
Rubik
like
is going to be
Necro.
messing around. Necro, yeah? No, Necro. I think Necro is actually a great call here.
I don't see Necro's played a lot in these. I'm just a bit biased. I love Necro, man. I think he's extremely OP.
Yeah,
I mean
no,
those
why
death
not?
timers on
Why
him.
not
Yeah.
throw out Necro? I mean, yeah, that ulti you could take out again. The
I guess
void.
the one thing that's
Take
gonna
him
happen
out.
is the power shot and the magic damage burst. Morphling picked up.
Okay. Well, there we go.
Ooh,
I think
people often moan about wins. I moan about Morphlings, man. You get double Wraith Band and the Morbid Mask in the ending phase, and your laning phase is sorted.
Oh, excuse me. The dog is excited for the game. What can I do? I gotta go open the door. Let me mute before I do so. My apologies. Keystroke listeners. Oh my word.
Not happy with the Morphling pick either there on the side of Lemon. But yeah, it's okay. So Omen phase rather have a long time here to get their final pick in. So I mean, I guess so we got the guaranteed safe lane void. That 4 Mirana, if it's a 5 Rubik, it's gonna be difficult, man. It's not getting much in the way of gold. The 5 Rubik's not gonna be the easiest, but actually you can make it work for sure. Those Fey bolts coming out and those telekinesis lifts. Yeah, I like that actually. Win mid, so they would be looking for an off lane here. I don't see why a Slaughter wouldn't be a bad pick here. That corrosive haze, just popping them down. You might want to. A pity that they nerfed Spirit Vessel recently. That was a great counter to a Morphling who now seems to have no real massive counter. I mean, if you are a very good Morphling, you're winning your lane for sure, and then you're able to just pop people in the backline extremely easy. Just waveforming in with E-Blade. It's just, it's silly. I think it's busted. I think it's broken. I think we need to see more people giving Morphlings flack. Okay, there's another big beefy offlane hero on that Axe. Axe calls could be good. Blink Axe calls could be nice here. Okay, this looks like so Perseus plays support after that Mirana. Guko is taking that win mid, that first pick win mid. He's confident with this. Okay.
I am back, Gascoth. Answering
Good
the
afternoon.
age-old question, who let the dog out? It was me. Now, Keystroke Cup game 1 coming up, best of 3. I like the Morphling pick, gives him a bit of a late game, along with obviously the Sven, but I think that late game Morph coming up against the Void would be nice. Very excited to see this Rubik Mirana support duo. It's going to be a playmaking support duo. They're going to have to make plays. They're going to have to rotate. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing passive about those two supports. Excited also to see how they're going to play this this Doom. I think the Doom's ultis are going to be big, as well as obviously the big old Chrono bubble that everyone loves so dearly or hates so much.
100%. I think I like the lockdown on the side of OM3N, but this Void ulti and Axe calls are going to be massive on who they catch in them, because you don't want to give Oracle the chance to give off his ulti. You want to catch Morph before he's morphed entirely to strength. You don't want to let him get a Doom off, and Sven can just stun you and kill. I guess on the same side though, do have a lot of escape through with win runs and Mirana ultis.
The Leaf obviously actually quite tanky. Rubik could be caught out. I think though at the same time, I mean, Bulletjie also packing a lot of lockdown between them. You've got Ogre and Oracle together, could combo Sven as well. Yeah, it's a way for them to get people to stop them, but it's not going to be easy. I don't know who I'm calling this to though. I do actually quite like my gut says Bulletjie for this first game, but I think this is going to be a very close series, so I'm excited to see what happens as we launch into this game here.
Yeah, man. I also okay. They're just showing us Fotail and Albani. Well, I don't know how to pronounce that. Alberino. Just showing us as they finish the Grand Magus side of the EX.
There's Guko's Wind Ranger. Beautiful, beautiful.
Previous match 22, 3 and 13 on the win. That's not too bad. Not too bad. And it's quite fun watching once the Sven, if the Sven, which he should pick up an Ags, you could just see him just chasing after the Mirana, because that lead doesn't just join it. So you're going to see a Sven, as we hear all the voice lines, you're going to see a Sven following this leading Mirana.
Yeah, I was just going to say, welcome to this game 1 if you're inclined. Here we are in the Keystroke Cup, best of 3. I believe we have 1, 2, 3 games, Gascott, today?
I think it is 3 separate matches.
Goodness me, our voices are going to be tired. This is the beginning of the voice box massacre. Morphling loading in.
Okay.
Gives them time to just quickly, perhaps, load up more. What do you call those new things? I'm a retro Dota man myself, so when these people start using these voice, there we go. It says "wow." That to me is interesting. I find it offensive as someone used to play Dota 1. That for me, you know, I'm that old man on the porch, you know, that's who I am.
I'm still using default terrain, default creeps.
Absolutely, Gasgarth, and that's why I have maximum respect for you. At the same time, I'd also like to say, do we not long for the days when there was one courier and you had to share it? I mean, there was no time.
That was your pay. No,
that was a time when Dota used to make sense to me, when you could sacrifice the entirety of your game, have 0 gold, perhaps 100 net worth, minute 20,
but the best part
feel
was,
like you're contributing because you don't use the courier before anyone else.
Exactly. I remember playing that PHAZ3 and also your cheeky cores in the mid laners bitched at you because at 3 minutes 4 seconds you hadn't upgraded it to a flying courier, which was like 200 gold at the time, I think it was. I might be mistaken.
Might be 220, Mr. Gasgarth. I remember that well. I used to save up my pennies for that 3-minute counter because, believe me, that was becoming flying the second the time ticked over. That was a time for me. But these days, you got the courier for yourself. It's quite nice too. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I've enjoyed the what's the word? The convenience as we restart here.
100% enjoyed the courier myself, but it's very Remember those days though, having to buy the wards, observer wards being free. They've made this child friendly, man. No, observer wards costed you gold. Sentry wards were like used. They were in dire need because you're already paying for an obs ward. Yeah, if you were using a sentry, you had to de-ward. You made sure you de-warded correctly, or that there was an invis hero in your lane. There wasn't this like, I'm gonna buy 7 sentries because I haven't spent anything else on observer wards. Flying couriers were the supported job, and if you didn't do it by 10 minutes, if you didn't do it 5 minutes, you were getting reported. Oh man, it was. Yeah. Jim and Ogre, and the top lane having a little bit of synchronized. Oh, Ogre's stopped it.
Do you think that's part of their team practice? You know, late night, you know, you're tired, you come home from work.
Team cohesion, bro.
And you've got to have your dance moves lined up. It's much like the way soccer players must practice their synchronized celebrations. Here we 100%. Go. I'm watching bottom lane here. Top lane, they're going to also contest runes. Both sides. They're going in bottom. Nice little hammer coming up from Sven. Bounty's going the way of.
Bulletjie, they're picking up 3. Okay, that is. Oh, that's not true. They're going to pick up the 4th here as well. That's a very, very nice start from Bulletjie there. That's exactly what they're looking for.
They got 1, my man. I believe OM3N.
Oh my word, I read this wrong. Sorry, my bad. That is Bulletjie with 3.
So we're going to have bottom lane Mirana and Axe off lane against Sven and Oracle. Mid lane Morphling versus Wind Ranger. And Ogre and Doom versus Faceless Void and Rubik. Gasgarth, how do you feel about this mid matchup? Morphling versus Wind.
Just sad that those team names so particularly wrong there. I think Wind can catch his Morphling out. It's a rough lane again with this Morphling. You can see he's already queued it up. The double Wraith Band, Morbid Mask. It is such a broken little combo. Wind's gonna be able to quite a nice little bit of a harass until he gets that double Wraith, Morbid Mask up, but he can just morph that strength. But power shots are going to do a lot of work here. If Morphling is caught out by a level 2 power shot, once they're level 3, it's going to, you see power shot come through there, it's going to do a lot of damage, you know? This morph is only sitting on 400 HP. Absolutely. He's going to take that harass, but I mean, as bottom lane we see Sven, Oracle hiding in the jungles, had to solve up over here.
There's quite a lot of RG going down top and bottom. As they're going in on the Mirana. Mirana's going to be first blood taken by the Oracle. Ooh, is Oracle going to be contested in this best of 3? I wonder, Gasgarth. I said in the draft, if Oracle's strong today, we know both sides like the Oracle. So I think this Oracle already proving the value right there, right now.
100% there. And we just see this, this mid is, it's a tight lane here. This Morph hasn't got any regen, bringing a Salvo to himself now. But I mean, this level 2 power shot could do a lot of work. I mean, this is a brave Morphling. If you see the ward placed down by that Wind, able to get him to the high ground, shouldn't miss a power shot from here. Ooh, you might see him, dude, right now, going very low. Oh, well waveformed out of there. Fantastic dodge. Well played by the Morph. Gets the range group deny as well. That hurts if you're the Wind. That hurts.
Yeah, very nice little move there from the Morphling. Axe having a good time in the offlane here. Top of the last hits. Sven not doing badly either, but you know, Axe is always a frustrating hero to play in a lane, especially if you're a melee carry like Sven is. I mean, he does hit hard, but going too close to the Axe, who they are going in on now. Gonna see what they can do. Stormhammer doesn't quite have the mana. He does have a mango, but deciding not to go there. Mirana is sitting there with an arrow, full health, full mana.
I mean, right there we
So
see why
problematic.
Void is such a nuisance of a laner. They're walking towards him, both there, let it show, but he's able to just time walk away, no damage, and there we go, back to farming, thank you. Yeah, Wind's doing very well in this mid lane, winning it up there nicely. Does have his bottle and null. The second Wraith Band rather out on the way for the Morphling. Wind, you're going to trade off here. I mean, it's going to be rough once he gets that Morbid Mask for this Wind, but I do think he cancels it with that quick burst of the power shot. If Morphling morphs just incorrectly, it's going to be a problem. As top lane, we do see a Scorcher come out onto that Void.
Going on Ogre a little bit.
Okay, this
No,
solves
just a
up.
bit of argy-bargy, you know, there's quite a quick first blood. Team's not thinking. Mirana looping around, going for that courier. Gets it, but he's been routed. Gets the Stormhammer. Mirana's going to go down. Lich. Well, I mean, he's lurching around, is he not? I mean, that's too easy for me, I had to say it.
So, I mean, if you think about this, right, you got 35 gold for that courier. But 35 gold each, right? By 5, 175. That courier actually got his team more gold than it got Sven gold. I mean, yeah, Sven's sitting at 171 gold with that Mirana kill. Mirana picked up his team a total net worth of 175. I mean, it's an interesting one, and also the nuisance now of Sven not having a courier for 44 seconds. I mean, doesn't affect him too badly now, because he still wants to bring out his trades when they're full probably. Won't want to necessarily bring out just the Gloves of Haste. Probably wants to bring out the entire set, but it would have been nice if perhaps he did want to. But still, nice try by Mirana, as Morph is sitting mid on 180 HP. He is making me a very nervous man.
Oh, taken out there. Guko with the big power shot straight through.
And the tip comes out. Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay,
this
very
is
nice
personal, you know, in Poch, I don't know much about Poch, but I know that they don't like losing, and they are going to be I think there's going to be quite a lot of tips and quite a lot of maybe perhaps, what do we call I'm an old man, so I don't know what to call these things, these voice chat things.
Voice chat things.
Voice chat things. What do we call them, Gascott? Please educate me.
Yeah, voice lines.
Voice lines, okay, there we go.
Voice lines, just compendium things.
Just compendium things.
For those of us who have been sold by Gaben.
Yes, those of you who have bought in. I am simply here shouting.
It's fine, it still counts.
Doom is having a good time here in the offlane. I mean, he's top of the last hits. Kind of.
Wind has been his level 6 here, just as a heads up. Morph is still halfway till his level 6 here. Double ward in the mid. Did he ward the Wind mid lane? As Ogre has smoked up, he is looking through. Could get him with the Fire Blast Ignite combo.
I think they're going to perhaps go in on this guy.
Has shown here.
Okay, showing him. He goes in with the stun. There's the Ignite, but there we go. Win run. And now.
I don't see an ulti here by Wind. I think he might get him. Great shackle. I think he can get a kill on this Ogre. There we go. He's going for that Wind.
Ogre is tanky. They're going to go in. Gets the second stun off on him. But I do think Ogre's in trouble.
Oh, he's the difficulty of Wind.
And now Wind goes straight back again. Rubik backing up. Oh, he could be in trouble, but Rubik doesn't have the mana to lift.
Unfortunately.
Oh man, that could have been a kill with the lift there, I think. He just had the...
Oh, and this Doom is doing extremely well in this top lane, huh?
This Doom's doing nicely.
Keeping even on CS with this Void. I mean, Void's also happy with that, but I mean, he's going to be probably getting level 5 here as well. Keeping even on levels. Again, same thing as yesterday we spoke about with the, if you're in the offlane keeping your levels, you're okay. They're not killing you. Sure, you can contest Void's farm a little bit, but you're okay with this, I think, as a...
No, I think this was quite a successful start. I think they actually just pinged him out there. I'm not sure. Wondering if they are thinking about getting him before the level 6 does hit for Doom, because that's quite a big moment. Once he gets to level 6, anyone can be taken as they go in on him. Here comes Time Walks in, but he's just going to march his way back down pretty easily. Bottom, they're trying to get a go on an axe, but we know how that goes. He's pretty happy to just hang out. We've got a Stormhammer going in. I think he's taken here. No, my word!
Oh, well played. Oh, he gets some of that.
Get taken. His Oracle, I thought he was going to get away.
Nice.
Oracle showing the value again here. This Oracle's been having a nice early game. Getting the 3 for 0. 3 kills already for Oracle. I mean, that's a fantastic value. Nice
100% kill involvement, yeah.
And obviously the... you know, that quick burst damage to finish him off. Here comes another stun going out on Mirana. Mirana has got the leap of cooldown, 4 seconds. Gets the Stormhammer off. I think Mirana's going to be okay.
1 second.
Oh, just going to make it.
Does force the TP again through. So I quite like that this Morphings had to buy raindrops purely to deal with this potential power shot. As he's sitting on 1 HP, if there's a random little shackle shot through here, it's going to be...
Okay, there we go. Morphs it back up. That's a classic Morphling moment.
Mirana might catch out Sven's Curry here again. This could be... As Call comes in, should be a cool arrow. Arrow coming out towards the...
Ooh. But the courier could
nice
go
idea
down.
there.
Oh, they're going to
Somehow
go in
comes out,
Mirana, they're
Purifying
distracted
Flames.
by the courier. Mirana
Beautiful
gets
play.
taken by Oracle again, 4-0. As... Oh, man. Oh, man.
This
Courier
Oracle-
was taking top at the same time, I see that. The, who got the courier kill there top?
This Oracle here needs to be the one upgrading to Flying Courier, man. Or the Golden Him, as we see that Morphin picked off in mid. This Wind doing good work here.
No, like you said, 100% kill involvement, eh? 4 kills, 1 assist. That late burst, you know, the
that
purifying
Purifying
flames. Oh man, it's just something else. It's something else. It's so fantastic because it's got that dual. You know, you can use it to heal someone when you're out of the fight and then in the fight. Perfect for those moments, especially early game. You know, you find you get people low, you don't take them. They're going to throw one out. Ooh, just avoids the arrow as he does get that stun off on the axe. Looks like mid, we've got an invis.
Oh yeah, but Wind did see him pick that rune up, so he should know he could be in the area. It
Well, now he's
shouldn't
got his
be too
own
much.
chain tree, so now he knows.
There we go.
So they're going to have to get
Bottom
him.
lane? No, they're just causing nuisance here. That's making problems here. Okay. As we do see, this Doom is actually ahead on CS of their Sven. I mean, this Doom has got his level 6, got his Midas up in brown boots. He's loving life right now.
Oh,
Bringing
he's
out
going to
his
go for that
treads.
radiance, eh? He's going to go for
I like
that
it. I mean,
radiance.
he's got full treads with the Midas at 920. I mean, it's on the courier, sure, but it's coming. Rubik rotating nicely. I mean, he's looking for those mana boots, that eventual Aether Lens. Could obviously break them. As we hear, I hear a
Whoa.
Shackle in mid. Okay, no, just doesn't latch.
You see, now that Morphling has, like you called it, I mean, at the beginning. I mean, now that he's got the Wraith Band and the Morbid Mask.
Don't worry more, but he should be
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
now he's kind of finding that he doesn't have to. He's not kind of getting burst down. He did lose a couple of part of the early game there, but now 9 minutes in, I think he's going to be absolutely fine and prove quite a problem. Arrow on Ogre here top.
Well, that's not the time there.
Yeah, he throws
Yeah,
out
he's
the
level
double
4, but I
ignite.
mean, he's still got his 8 armor, near 900 HP. He's a big boy.
No.
He's not,
Ogre
he
is
needs
so
more armor than
fantastic,
Sven.
yeah.
More armor than Sven right now, despite being level 4 versus level 7. We do see the region on this Wind there. Morph looking for the rune Power coming in, does spot him out.
Yeah, Wind is thinking about
Hasn't-
diving here perhaps with the regen.
the
here,
Shackle
but maybe
ulti.
not yet.
Has the mana for a Shackle ulti. Morph hasn't Morph strength, does have potential here to kill.
Biding his time for now.
Doom top lane there. Does get
Oh, he's
killed there.
started off Doom on the
Gets Doom
Void.
off.
Is Void going to make it? Oh, he's
I
in
think
trouble.
He can get denied. They're probably looking for it. Oh, unlucky.
Oh,
That
it
took
takes him.
damage.
That's a big kill. You see, that's exactly what Doom is picked to do. Take out the Void again. Trading. You said it earlier. Didn't it, offlane? Oh my word. Kill mid. Beautiful
is
setup there,
unfortunate,
Mirana.
yeah.
Arrow into the power shot. Stunning stuff. Gujo picking up a kill. So quite an even game here. Hey, I mean that's quite a nice little moment there for both sides actually. Morph getting picked up, but also I think the Void kill quite important at this stage of the game. I think Void is kind of the carry. They're really going to rely on him. Oh, Ogre is in big
Shackle.
trouble mid. I think he's going to be taken out here.
Shackle focus
But
fire,
he
man.
is
He's
coming
gone.
in. No, they've taken him out. Getting
No
some-
wind run though, hey? No wind run. This
No
Morph
win
might
run.
get a bit-
Could trade here now, but Morphling
Doesn't
gonna
got the
give up
damage
on
yet.
that. He's still got the bottle charges, you know, and he's got win run. You know, everything's off cooldown, full mana, no problem.
I mean, he's got the javelin picked up here. I wonder if we're going to see a straight MKB. Yep, okay, he just queued it up. So straight MKB. Some of the trades over the usual phase boots, which is quite nice in mid lane. So he's going for the straight MKB after trades. I quite like that. It's going to be a very, very good item in this game. As we do
Yeah,
see
it's
Morphling
nice.
potentially looking. Okay, he's picked up the Voidstone. Has Ensnare currently. Could look to ensnare that Morphling in mid lane on Rubik. Bottom, we just see them trading off. I see Sven's got a Echo Saber out on the courier on the way to him. Nicely done over there. Just happy to farm like this. Both teams seem to be getting their items and getting their farm. As we do see Void
T2 bottom.
time walking away, but he's all alright.
There's now
Doom
3
up.
bottom. Ogre's chilling in the forest. I wonder if he's thinking he's level 7. Mana boots up. I think they're thinking about trying to make something happen. I think
But
they
let me
want
see
to
a
get out
wolf
his
waveform
axe.
coming in. He doesn't know that the Rubik is right here. Shackle comes in. Oh, that
This
latch.
could be turned. Beautiful latch. And he's
Gets the
morphing
Morphling
to
off. I mean,
strength.
oh, what is that, man? What is that?
What
This is
can
what I was
he
talking
do?
about with not liking Morphling, man. Like, yeah, people moan about wind, I understand, but he was dead to rights. He was done for. Nope. Oh, that's brave. He's
He's
morphed
gonna
back
go
down.
again,
I'm not sure about
he
this
morphed
one.
back down, but he's gonna
Think
go
so.
at him again. Win run.
He's
He morphs
morphed up.
back to strength. Oracle's in.
Oracle with his purifying
5
flames
to
and that
0.
40%, man.
But
This
can I just
Oracle
say
is
that he
all
has
over.
lost his 100% kill involvement, Oracle. So I don't know, slipping up there. Needs to maintain his early game standards, but 5 for 0 now
Top
on
lane, we have
Oracle.
Chrono off in 1 second, eh? This Doom could be dead. Ooh, could have potentially done it for there. Doesn't opted against it. Opting for that pipe on the Doom. He's got his minus up right now. A little bit of, let's see, 4.
Interesting,
5.
because I did
Come
see
on, buddy.
before that he had a Radiance set
Radiance
up.
queued
I
up,
think
yeah.
probably rethought that a little bit. Oh my word, Mirana could be in trouble. Is going to be melted here by the Morphling, but he leaps away. Big lift up on the Rubik. Now we could also lose the Rubik. More strength, he's going to be fine. Ogre's
2k
in there.
HP. He has 2k HP at 13 minutes.
Man, 3k, almost 3k.
Oh,
No, fantastic.
Oh,
I mean, it's a great morph.
don't like
he
it.
morphed at the right time.
Sure.
Got out of there. Yeah.
No, those are to the players of Morphling. You've got to be a good one. Don't get me wrong. I think if you know how to play Morphling well, it is something special. But I just don't like
Void.
those elements, man. 0 to 100 in a matter of seconds. Oh, you've been stunned. Don't worry, you can still keep morphing to strength. Don't worry about it. We got you.
Yeah.
Shackle missing in mid lane. He's just looking to Shackle get this ulti. I don't see him killing him anymore. We just see the Arcane picked up by the Rubik. Mid lane. We do have a Doom and we have a Chrono. No mana for the Doom though. So top lane both have their ultis.
I wonder if Ogre is thinking about trying to catch this void.
Out of vision.
Oh, gets the stun off. Is Doom going to come in? They're looking to Doom him. No, he's going to get the time walk off. Unfortunately, engaging a bit early. Morphling also looking to come top. No, he's TPing. Right back. Maybe he's going to go in on Wind Ranger. No, he just wants to scare him. But there's the shackle shot. Oh man, he's taken. Just like that.
Slight error there. Nothing about the fact that, I mean, this is all the Wind needs to do. So this is where I understand people who are not fans of the Wind. I just personally don't Wind, who has opted for a Crystallis straight. So you had the Javelin brought up and then had his MKB prepped, but opted for Crystallis
nice
right
arrow
now.
here on the Oracle. There's a lot of... Oh no, nothing to back it up, but they need the arrow into something else. Axe is just farming away. I think he's... Well, slowly but surely he's going to get his blink up now, which will be a great item for him. Now they can maybe control the
Wind
fight.
is popping in mid. It might be a dangerous time to stun by this Sven.
Oh, it looks like Rubik's in trouble.
That's
Arrow
stun
missed,
missing by
Rubik's
second.
down. Sven's just going to walk out of there, but they're going in. Windrun is up.
3 seconds for ulti.
There's the heal from Oracle.
Has a shackle in 1 second. Opting to maybe go forward.
They are chasing quite far here. Axe is probably going to be the first to go unless Oracle gets dunked. And then Axe is taken in return. Now they're going in.
Doom.
Spin.
That's a big Doom on
Oh
Wind.
man, this is close. Big Doom on Wind though.
Very nice to hear there by Doom. But we have a Chrono come out.
Chrono 2-man.
Starstorm comes in. Double hit.
They get rid of the Ogre. Now they're going to go on the Doom. Doom's going to go straight to that Mirana though. Mirana hasn't got leap for a while. It's going to run straight out of there. And I think...
That's quite nice.
Yeah, he's in trouble now. He's over. The arrow is off the mark. But now Morphling thinking about cleaning up? No. Maybe? No. No, okay, he's out. I thought he might go back.
But I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the little group fight.
Good fight there. I mean, so that mostly just went on the side of the OM3N. I think they got a good trade-off there. But I mean, still pretty even, you know. It was only a very small swing in XP and gold.
I think Morphling is loving the fact that he got a little bit of space, not the most there. As we do see, Wind actually not going for the Orchid. As you see the Axe, blink called, good blink reveal, almost pulled it off. That was very, very close. Yeah,
I needed a backup though there from perhaps the Wind or another second stun, but yeah, I think the Orchid for me actually is a great pickup, especially against either the Morph, basically anything. I think Orchid is such a strong item, but especially against that Morph who is kind of his nemesis it seems today. He's kind of focused on keeping him under wraps. Yeah, you just give him a silence, and that just makes your job a lot easier.
I think Wind wishes that Bloodthorn was still made the way it used to be, with, if I'm not mistaken, the Orchid and then the Crystallis plus a recipe. Because he has all that Crystallis up, and now he's opting for a bunch of smaller items here, not going for one big main one. As the scan comes out, and it hits them perfectly in that top jungle. It is really well played. Doom just says, nope, I'm out. I've got my pipe, I've got no Doom, I'm heading away. Do you get a nice little ward down there by Rubik?
Scan. They do get the ward up. If you look at the vision at the moment, some nice... I think Radiant's got a lot more, much better idea of the map. I mean, that's
one
kind of
man here, we see a Godstring come out, plus the call. Oracle has the Purifying Flames, there we go, pops him down nicely. We do have the Scorch with stolen by the Rubik. Sven has a God Strength, Warcry up. Ooh, what has he taken? He has taken God Strength, let's go.
Okay, that's a big steal. Yeah, that's
160% damage increase on 100 on like 82 damage. He's gonna be hitting for still next to nothing, but it's gonna look cool, and that's what matters in Dota. You see Purifying Flames
it will
Oracle.
look cool. It absolutely will look cool.
I love when Rubik steals melee hero spells. I don't know, guard strength just sounds strange to me on a ranged hero. Be cool to see.
Yeah, absolutely. I always like the look of different spells in Rubik. You know, the different cast times, etc. Always makes it. You know, sometimes you get a better version of the same spell. But yeah, pretty even game here. Hey, 11 all. I'm really liking the way this is shaping up. These guys know each other. I think they come from the same town. They played Dota. They must know each other pretty well. I mean, just with that alone, I mean, it's not a big town patch. And we see Axe is getting engaged on. They're going to go in, but he's tanky enough to get out the way. Now they might want to turn.
Man, yeah. Argle, look, I think they're okay with this. Argle says False Promise. That's going to be... Didn't actually mention anything about that at the beginning of this. False Promise actually be quite a nice little sustained save against the Focus Fire. He probably will fall once it's ended, but it is going to be a nice little way to put out a few, like, 8 seconds of more damage. You know, if it is on Sven and Sven's caught out on 100 HP, pop that on him, kill the wind, kill someone else, and then you die for it as well. But hey, at least you got the time to get the damage out. As we see an arrow come out, there's a nice stun arrow, beautiful blink call there. Could have timed it a bit better there. Unlucky. As we do see that Fortune's End come out, that False Promise rather, and here we go. That is the beauty of it right there. That Sven looked dead to rights. I mean, he is chasing this down. Guard strength up in 2 seconds. Maran ulti does come out. I wonder if we're going to see rotations here. Void has to farm. He has no chrono for the next little while. Maran on the outskirts looking for the arrow. As this stun comes in, arrow hits onto the ogre, not the best target. Great blink call by Axe. Doesn't have that blade mail, unfortunately. This Oracle is doing work in the backline. Purifying Flames plus... Oh, there we go. Plus that Fortune's End is doing big damage. Here a Doom come out. That Doom is used. Pops that Rubik easily. Axe has blink up in 1. Can blink. Blinks it out. I mean, really nice play there by Radiant's side. There, Void is still farming. He's sort of on the side of OP. He's okay with this. He's looking for that Mjolnir before getting that Ags. Just buying him the time and space that he needs. Alright, so how is our Morph doing? Our Morph has got his Morbid Mask up and his Ghost Scepter, looking for that E-Blade. Eagle Song up in, what's that, 2-3? Quite a while to go there, as our Wind is looking at... Still halfway onto that Orchid. Gonna be a hell of an item in this game. As the Jarman said. I mean, if he pops that Orchid onto Oracle, that is a very dead Oracle. We speak about Oracle's ability to save. And that little quick burst he has with that, the use of his Purifying Flames, that Fortune's End combo. If he's silenced up, he's doing nothing, man. If he's silenced up with that Orchid, he is in trouble. We do see that Ags picked up by Sven, so not the easiest escape for them now. I would like to see the Blade Mail up on the Ag. Okay, cool. What is he? He's got, what's that, 200, 700 to go until he has that. Yeah, well, it's 600 gold to go until he has that Blade Mail. You know, those blink calls he was getting off from bottom were fantastic. There was a dual blink call he had a few seconds ago at that bottom tower, where if he had a Blade Mail activated, on top of that guard strength damage, it's going to do big damage. Rubik looking to steal something top lane. Could get probably just a Devour. Okay, it seems to have a little bit of a movement here towards top lane. 4 Radiant just milling about here. They are under vision though, which is the beauty of that smoke going toward earlier. Didn't find any heroes, but got vision up, which is almost as important, if not more important at certain points. Able to just see right now. Okay, cool. Don't worry, guys. There's Ogre. Oh, look, there's Morphling. Oh, Doom just showed up there as well. Hang on, Oracle as well. Hang on, all 4 of them are there. Let's push. That means that's Sven's bottom.
There's Marana ulti out. They are...
There we go. So they saw Sven show for a second there. Hopefully they have a...
Yeah, they want to get the Sven. Sven is already aware. He's getting out. He's going to go mid lane.
Rubik often to destroy that sentry ward. That should have given them vision of where they are now. As we do see them head towards... Bulletjie heading towards top lane. Top tower. On this side getting the first bit of damage. We see 4 of OP at bottom lane just cutting this creep wave as Wind pops his focus fire onto that tower. Look at this trade, mid tower for bot tier 1. I think you're happy here as Bulletjie. That tier 1 mid is a boo one. You want to get rid of that. As we do see it.
Here comes Chrono in on Sven.
Where is Oracle?
Get him down. He's quite tanky.
Oracle has the... There we go. Oracle has
that. Oracle's in such value. Pops his ulti. Here it
Oh, that
comes.
ice.
Oh, it's
That
so
is huge.
big.
That
Void's
cleave.
down. He's going in.
Double
Rubik.
cleave.
Oh, Finn. He's gone.
Doom out on that Windrunner. That is a great.
Windrunner is melted. They're going in. Here they come. Big call.
Great
But
big
can they
call.
back it up? I don't know. Oh man, this Oracle's doing such big work in the back line. Axe has still got some life, but I think Mirana's out. No, Rubik's out. Mirana hopping all over the place. He hopped out, then he hopped back in, and he got taken. Oh man,
He's
and
still
Axe
Rubik,
is gonna
and
get
that is-
finished.
But a great response there. That was again.
no.
That's what we said earlier, man. Like what I said a few minutes ago. That if that false promise gets off on that spin, even if he dies for it and he takes two, he can take two with him. Really, really nice to play there.
Yeah.
That once that wind gets that orchid up, man, he has to orchid up. He needs to just orchid that oracle. Just no questions asked. Orchid the oracle, and
100%
consider that being your job done. Don't worry about your focus.
Yeah,
eyes, your
unless in a
shackles.
pickle situation, I agree with
100%,
you. I think
100%.
you need to just take that oracle out. But how big was that? I mean, you've got a nice chrono out, but they need the backing. You know, the axe call came out a lot later after the void had died. They just weren't grouped up in time. Because if they caught that combo, they could have got a lot more damage off.
100%.
Now
Yeah,
they're
that
going to
spin
be
was
hunting
dead.
though. Now they're looking. I wonder. No, just farming. It's a 10k gold advantage now to Bulletjie, so they are going to need to make something happen here. I don't know what their strategy should be, what their win condition is. Going into the late game, they're not going to enjoy this
Well, I mean,
more.
I think they're
And
okay
they're not
with it
going to
right
enjoy
now.
this Sven Doom late game. Also worries me. I mean, it's a tough ask to push this game further for OP Gaming. So OM3N PHAZ3. I'm wondering what they can do. What do you think? What's their win condition?
We do see Radiance picked up on the Doom there. I mean, if you are on the side of OP, it's looking difficult now because you do see that Sven's got his MKB queued up. That's going to completely negate the wind run, which is already negated by that Doom. You know? So that's quite rough there. Void, let your Void farm here. Let him get his Ags up. Once he gets his Ags up, he's taken that time war cast range. You can get a little bash on them.
Absolutely.
I mean, get an Ags, BKB, so that Sven can't control you as hard, and just try, blink in and get his pickups on that Oracle. I think if you'll win... Okay, so I mean, if you Mirana ulti into this, you Mirana ulti almost whenever it's up with 2-3 heroes. Win can look for pickups with his Orchid.
Yeah.
You're gonna wait for Chrono to be on cooldown. You can catch, if you catch that Oracle, or you either you gotta Chrono that Oracle, or you have to silence that Oracle, because that Oracle is saving lives here.
Yeah,
Morphling
you see,
is a
even right
mission.
now, Gascott, sorry to interrupt, I just feel
Not
like
at all.
if they could just pick up a... You know, I mean, look, if they just picked up a quick little smoke, I mean, this Sven is all alone in his jungle right now. They're on that, in that time frame while they are, I mean, obviously picking up some farm, trying to recover, but, you know, something like that, picking up a smoke, ganking, like you say, the Mirana ult, you could always smoke in, Mirana
top
ult
lane,
out, you know.
Top lane, they can see this Morphling, eh? Void has Chrono.
Yeah.
I would not mind seeing him just going for a blink in Chrono.
I
As we
wonder,
do see,
though,
they're responding right here. They
they've
do
got
see them.
big backup.
Mirana goes
Oh,
out.
they have smoke now, but I think they've been scouted
I
out.
think both teams saw that. I think
Yeah, they would have
Bulletjie
seen the
saw
smoke.
that Mirana
Yeah.
ulti
They would
and
have
saw
seen
that
the smoke. But now they are gathering it together.
Okay, so here we go.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is, see what happens. If Axe gets a blink call on more than two of them, that is going to be huge.
Ooh,
Oracle
Mirana ult
must
now.
get
This could be
silenced.
big. This could be big.
Oracle
Here it
has to
comes.
get silenced.
Ooh.
Wind
No,
is
they're
right
gonna back
there.
out.
Oracle played that beautifully. You see
Wind
that?
is playing a dangerous game. He's going to win run out. Gets the
Opposite
shackle off, but he
Orchids.
doesn't know there's so many people behind. He's in trouble.
That
Big
false promise comes on to the Doom, eh? There's no more safe. Doom out of the Void. Void's probably dead.
Oh, they get the void though.
Great team. Morphling comes in. Oh, that blade mail doing huge work. They did huge work there.
Axe does.
Look at mid. Look at mid lane. Look at mid lane. This entire time. Sven has said, no worries. I'm taking your tier 3, boys. Go for it.
So this could
You
be
won.
easy.
They just won that fight with 4.
And what
That is
Mirana gonna do?
unfortunate.
Yeah, this
How are
is
the
big
how the
trouble.
buybacks looking? I mean, we got buyback up on our buyback on. Oh no, that's looking quite dire.
They're also gonna get
Axe.
that tier on top.
I can minus 5 points for that one. That's alright. I can minus 5 points for the pun. Minus 10 points for Gryffindor.
Would you consider yourself a Gryffindor man, Gascoff? I mean, every single test I've taken has said that about me. What is your take?
I actually had Gryffindor, but I don't know whether it was just
Yes,
me
yes.
trying to, when I did the test, trying to make myself a Gryffindor, you know?
I
But
mean, look, I'm a
I
red.
think I answered honestly enough, but then I was always like, I don't know, maybe what those things do is it gives you Gryffindor because they know that you want to be a little Harry Potter fanboy. I just want to play Quidditch, man. That's all. No matter
Look,
what
I
class I'm in.
think that one of the reasons I will always be a Gryffindor man, and I hope this doesn't make people leave the stream, but I do have somewhat orange or red hair. As Faces Voice DC.
A Weasley, bro.
Yeah, you see, Simon Weasley and we can continue this conversation as the game is paused.
100%,
Big
100%.
advantage
Those out there,
gaming, but
everyone knows their house, man.
talking about Harry Potter, you know, with my red hair, my orange hair, I feel like I would obviously be placed in the Gryffindor house, which does beg the question: has there ever been a redhead in a different house in the Harry Potter universe? I'm not sure. If anyone knows, you can comment or let us know. I would be interested to know. I have no idea.
I have no idea. Maybe it's a little Gryffindor niche.
There we go. Game is back up. Void is back in the game.
Just a little comment on the game. We have got an MKB up on the Sven, so Windrun means nothing anymore. Because you already have the Doom, you can cancel them out. And as we saw that I understand why Wind have got the Orchid and has to Orchid the Doom. Because if he doesn't Orchid the Doom, Doom simply dooms him. Simple as that, you know? And that's it's rough here. It's rough because they need to work on pickups here. Which is going to require good vision. But I think they had the right idea top there. I think Bulletjie just did it, responded to it really well. This Oracle is doing massive work. This Oracle has been probably my favorite player so far. For example, in that top lane, I don't know if we noticed it there. I was saying a bit slower, as they do have a smoke up. Oh, mid lane. We're on ulti out.
Rubik's in trouble.
Rubik's gone.
The double damage, man. 10 for 1. Come on.
There we go. 20. This is insane. Like I said, no, he's been my favorite at this match, and I haven't actually noticed that. 23 of the 24 kills. But what he did in that top lane so well was he slowly crept up while smoked up to the tree, but like literally tick by tick, stop move, until his smoke popped and was then wicked. I know exactly where he is. He's going to be at this camp. My smoke just popped as I walked to this tree. Little things like that, man. Those like big brain support plays that I'm hoping to one day be able to do. Like, just such quick thinking. Usually just like, I'm going to run in and see the picks.
There goes the dog again. She's excited. She knows that this is do or die for the side of OM3N. She's out there barking at a non-existent threat. But you know what? OM3N right now are worrying about a very real threat indeed. I wonder what's going to happen here. They're looking kind of out of their base now. This is the kind of thing. Okay, they've smoked up. I was just going to say they need to have a plan here. They need to go into the jungle. They're going to go in. They're going in on the ogre. They've shackled him. They're going to take him out here. First down. Beautiful.
That's a big boy, yeah?
That's a big one. But here we go. Ooh, big blink out. Oh, man.
Oh, he's looking for it. He's looking for it. There we go.
They're on the axe, which is okay.
Arrow comes in. Arrow sits between the two of them. Come on.
No, Axe is in trouble. They're going to take him.
I mean, so do we... I know this. No matter what happens this game, whether it ends now or whether they have an amazing comeback or just take the safe, Oracle MVP. Simple as that.
Absolutely, but I think this is probably going to be the end of the game there. They got the good pick off, but they couldn't get out in time. Unfortunately for them, they needed that.
I wouldn't call it just yet. You still got buybacks. You still got a tier 3. You still got a tier 2 top lane. They can't go for megas. That is a big factor. They could go for the entire game.
It's not necessarily over, but it depends what happens here. They are playing dangerously now. If they do hang around,
Shaq comes out onto the Sven, and Doom comes out. There we go. That's a dead wind.
Here now, that's Wind Ranger down. Instant buyback. Now they go in. Morphling looking around. He's silenced.
Oh, beautiful. There we go.
Kill on the buyback. Here comes Doom. Is he going to get taken?
No, don't get over Zeta. We got a Chrono up. Chrono is up. Look for that Blinken maybe.
He wants to catch them both. He wants to catch.
Oh, there we go. Solo Chrono the Oracle. Show us that he knows the MVP. There we go. Disarmed. Disarmed.
So big. Can't do anything but axes there. Big use. But I think.
I think that's over. I think that is maybe. That's just salt in the wound there.
Oh man,
I like the idea of Axe blinking into the Chrono so you can get an instant cast off on his.
No, he's gonna make. Oh.
No, GG's cool. This is it. I mean.
Oh my goodness, what a play! This Oracle. We were just saying MVP. After that, I mean double.
Yeah. So we see Oracle banned first stage next game, or first picked. I guess if OP have the first pick, they can still pick it. But I think you just ban it straight out. You go, nope. I don't think I want it. Everyone listening, guys, we have a 15-minute break for the next game. We will see you guys then. Again, Bulletjie, just dominated towards the end of that. I really do like that OP was holding really nice in the beginning, but Bulletjie just pulling off their team fights again really, really well. That Oracle was massive. Has to be banned next game.
Yeah, it's going to be a highly contested here. Great game 1. We'll see you in 15 minutes for game 2.
Cool.
What we do here is go back. What we do here is go back.
Let's check that mic. Welcome back, everyone. Alright, so we are here for Game 2 versus Bulletjie and OM3N PHAZ3 as Omen. Okay, those are two of the fastest bans I have ever seen. Okay. No Disruptor, no Venomancer. Alright. Okay, so we are going to see the first pick on the side of OM3N PHAZ3 as they ban out that Faceless Void. So we are going to be expecting the usual banouts here. Underlord. I'm surprised that we haven't seen Oracle. I wonder if Bulletjie's going to leave it open for Perseus of OM3N PHAZ3 to pick it. They feel like they can handle it, they can deal with it. They play it so well, they know how to deal with it, you know. Could be an interesting point over there.
Hello.
Hello there, Mr. Drummer. Okay, they do ban out the Oracle. They don't want to give Perseus the chance of picking up his Oracle here. So, who do they want here?
Yeah, look, I think if they weren't banning out themselves, OM3N PHAZ3 were probably thinking, let's pick up that Oracle first pick. That would have been my first guess. So with that ban, obviously now it's out the game. Interested to see what support both teams will pick. I mean, that seemed to be obviously the kind of marquee hero for the series. Going into the reserve time for this first pick, which leads me to believe that they were expecting the Oracle to be available or were hoping for it. Shadow Shaman.
Oh, Shaman's hero.
Is right here now. I can tell you that SS is well, I call that an acronym is the correct term. I'm not sure, but SS is not a favorable acronym in history, but it has changed with the Shadow Shaman. Absolutely incredible. This hero, great lockdown, big.
He's changing history, man.
No, he is. Shadow Shaman's been changing history since the beginning. SS no longer a name that can only be referred to in the shadows. First pick here. Oh, Grimstroke, lovely hero, also strong.
Oh wow.
Anti-mage. Okay.
I don't know how I
there.
don't know how I feel about this.
That's a statement.
OM3N have just played their hand. They're showing that I want to go late. I've got the Shaman Pressure and the Either Shock being one of the highest damage dealing abilities at level 1, sure. But in this Grimstroke and Silence, I guess that the silence doesn't affect him too much with the counterspell of the AM. Bloodseeker picked up straight away. Okay, this is a very different draft we're seeing here. I think that Bulletjie's going to say, Wicked, you want the AM? We're going to take it. We're going to take it to you. So I'd like to see OM3N banning out heroes that have that early game tempo, that early sort of your Huskars that can just stomp. They ban the Sven out. Okay, common ban by them. But I think Bulletjie might ban heroes here, and this is early days. We're gonna ban heroes that could pick up a Silver's Edge. Because I wouldn't mind seeing them go just a complete storm lineup, stomping them through. I mean, I guess the AM's blinking out of the Bloodseeker ulti, if he gets it wrong, can screw himself a little bit. Banning out the wind on the side of Bulletjie. They didn't like playing Kuka's wind, as OM3N banned Jug and Ty's ban. These bans, they know what they want to ban. I've actually not seen a series of bans this quick.
Well, they know obviously if they face a Tide, that's just going to be another headache. You know, you got Shaman and Anti-Mage who are going to be all over the place. You know, Shaman's got the ability to split push, as well as obviously engage in team fights and obviously probably position 5, I'm expecting. Anti-Mage obviously is going to be farming. You know, had they had a Tide to add to that and a strong mid laner that they know Google can play well in Wind Ranger, they're going to have too much to worry about. They want to just make sure that they, you know, again, Tide late game with the big ultis, very difficult to kill, confront line. So it makes sense because Shaman himself is a very, very squishy hero. Tusk, Tusk is back. I've been waiting to watch Tusk in a Dota game for so long. Haven't seen him. I thought they removed him from the game when I returned to Dota 2, because I know they commit heresy on a daily basis. But Klink's ban coming out. Tusk is in the game. I'm excited. Obsidian Destroyer, no thank you. Banned on the side of Bulletjie Gaming. Next pick coming up. Yeah, good ban on the OD, I would say.
Yeah, I'm quite sure. I'm thinking, okay, Underlord, it's that offlane. Okay, so not bad. Okay, I mean, is that going to bite Bulletjie in the ass here a little bit? That's a hell of an offlane hero, man. That's a nice frontline there for that M. Can recreate the space for that M if need be. Bulletjie with a Pudge. Okay, we got a Pudge pickup here. I like this. This is an interesting one.
Yeah, Scott, I think they are going for this kind of early game. The ability to just pick people off. Tusk, Pudge, I mean, come on, my man. These guys are playing for some memes in a way, but I love it. I absolutely love it. Underlord is a very strong pick on the side of OM3N, one of the most successful heroes at the moment, being buffed pretty massively. Yeah, I'm excited now. I love the Pudge and the Tusk pickup. A lot of pick-off potential. I like Grimstroke already.
I mean, let's just say, for example, I'm seeing what a combo was. Say again?
Tusk is a support in this draft.
Yeah, he'll be 4. He'll be 4.
Yeah,
so yeah, Grim 5, Tusk 4, Pudge 3, Blood 1. So I'm curious about here. If you have the Soulbind of that Grim and Bloodseeker just in a Rupture, that's going to be 2 heroes with Rupture. Also, if you're getting Ruptured, you can't stand still, because then Pudge is going to hook you. Or you do get Rupture and you get hooked anyway, and that's just more damage than the Rupture. I mean, that's a wicked combo right there. I would actually like to see. I want to see, just for the memes, a Pudge. No, he won't land at the blood, but it would be fun.
Yeah, look, I think that's a great combo when you got the level 6 on Bloodseeker. But in general, I mean, that is a great combination. Tusk has got great engagements. I love the way Tusk can kind of fling the fight around, not fling the flight. I mean, that doesn't make any sense.
Fling the flight, bro. You got to fling the flights every now and then.
That's absolutely the case.
Dark Willow. Ooh, I like this. I haven't seen Dark Willow picked up this tournament yet in the games I've watched. One thing as well with Tusk is he's a great save, hey? Fantastic save. So if you are, I mean, you can ball into the shackle. You can ball AM blinking onto you and just stun him down. I mean, it's going to be a hard game for AM to blink into, I think. I think it's going to be used quite defensively unless it's on a pick off here. Because if you blink into this, dismembers up, balls up, ruptures up, silence on the Grim is up. It's going to be a typical game to blink in unless you are ahead.
The Shaman is going to have to play a very careful game. If the Shaman can keep the positioning in the back line and just pull off those the hex and the shackles, then you're looking at a really big potential to counter the Tusk engagement. But if that shaman gets hooked, that shaman gets caught with anything really.
Yeah, no, if Shaman's not behind someone, he's dead.
No, absolutely. So it's gonna have to be a careful game that side. We got Monkey King out, Void Spirit out, strong play.
I think we're going to see the Void Spirits banned a lot more. I think after we saw yesterday's show of what a Void Spirit can do. Necro banned this game, okay. They're not wanting to play. Okay, what can you go mid lane here as Bulletjie?
Well, we're assuming Pudge isn't the mid lane. Hey, I don't know if now I'm talking super retro dotty here, but I mean.
Oh, I would love to see a Pudge mid again.
I mean, I don't know. Me, I'm a retro man. I go back in the day to a lot of my Dota knowledge does come from maybe a couple of TRs ago. But I mean, Pudge could go mid. I mean, the same. Time, I think he's not going to be the mid. It doesn't make sense to me. I mean, I haven't seen a Pudge mid for a long time.
No, but for old time's sake, man.
I mean, maybe
I want to see that back in the day. But Huskar could be the pickup here on either team, man.
Chen, with the TP back home.
Okay, that's back in the day. That's Pixel Dota.
Well, you know what, my man, I like to take it back to the pixels, but
no, I'm with you. I'm with that. I missed that.
That Huskar band's quite interesting to me. Wisp has been picked up.
Okay, Huskar band. Okay.
I quite like the Wisp here. Great against the Tusk. Great against the Pudge. Also good against the Bloodseeker. Obviously the Grimstroke Silence. Ooh, could obviously take him up, but there's a lot to deal with now. You've got the big Underlord. Anti-Mage is obviously a slippery character. Shaman.
They've got a lot of time here as well to pick them at, don't they? So with the minute 45 reserve.
So who would you play against the Puck? Looking at their lineup, this is a tough call for me. I'm not 100% sure what I would pick here. Or they're going to tell me what they're going to pick.
I mean, meme it.
Yeah, you see,
Tiny.
Tiny is a strong hero. I think Tiny is still a strong hero. I think Tiny has always been a strong hero. Can melt anyone again. That's just another big burst that can come out for someone like the Shaman. Even Anti-Mage can get melted by a Tiny, in that early to mid game.
Just 1 second, Mr. Jarman. I'm seeing Guko has picked up the AM. That was our previous games. So they've swapped roles. They must have swapped roles. They're not sending an AM mid. There's no way.
Yeah, absolutely. So they've obviously.
I really hope they do.
I think that's
they won't.
A hero that Guko has played quite a lot.
So he's comfy with it. He thinks he can have more of an impact right now. He had a very good win game. Unfortunately, couldn't pull it off there later on. But yeah, okay. So Guko opting for the AM this run. AFK swapping through.
I think it's a great asset to a team if you do feel comfortable in multiple roles. If you're
100%.
Especially mid and carry. If you can swap out, especially depending on what the draft, how the draft plays out. With the Puck being picked up, maybe also Mr. AFK saying, you know what, I'd rather take the Puck now. And
yeah, put me in, coach.
If they can swap, then it just makes the synergy that much better. On the other side, Fotal, who was our MVP last time with that incredible Oracle game, he's on the Grimstroke. So excited to see what he pulls off there. See if he can maintain his form. But yeah, interesting draft here. I'm quite excited. I think it's quite clear that we've got the late game is with obviously with the Omen phase. That Anti-Mage is going to be a problem if he does get there.
Yeah.
But they're going to have to get the game there, and they can't give up too much of an advantage, because if they give up too much of an advantage and they don't have map control, that Anti-Mage is not going to be able to get any farm. And the engagement on the side of Bulletjie does give them the advantage to take the game. They have the ability to take the game.
And that's where I'm a bit worried.
Yeah.
Already. I'm worried about how they're going to put the damage into them. I don't know how they're going to put the damage into the side of Bulletjie. Because they've got beefy boys.
Yeah.
I guess, Darkwood actually does pack quite a punch. Oracle has the high damage, but maybe I'm just completely off it. But I feel like from about, call it 12 to 30 minutes, I think Bulletjie are going to be in massive control of this game. Laning phase, there might be 2, but that will be quite heavily contested. I think that we're going to see the side of OPB or right during laning actually maybe win 1 or 2 of their lanes. But from that point on, I think it might be difficult. It'll be interesting to see how fast of a Battle Fury this AM can get up. If he gets Battle Fury from, call it, let's say, 14 to 16 minutes, and is given the space to go farm, then they could be in this game properly. They're in a lot of trouble if there is an early Battle Fury picked up and he's able to get that farm. But whether the Bulletjie will allow that and give them the space to do that, that's a whole other question.
The real question, as always, Gascop, who's going to upgrade the courier to a flying courier for the team? On both sides, it's going to be position 5. I'm thinking Shaman, obviously a good man himself. he'll definitely do that job for OM3N.
Yeah, I'm glad we don't have to do it anymore. That was horrible having to upgrade to flying courier, man. That was.
Like in soccer matches, sometimes they clap for us at a certain time for a number.
Yeah, clap for 3 minutes.
Yeah,
As bottom lane, we do see that Shack come out instead.
that's a nice shackle, I think, just to make sure that AM's not taken down.
AM opting for that blink level 1 as well over the mana break, which is fair enough. Nice escape. This Inkswell is such a nuisance. I mean, Inkswell into a Blood Ride is going to be very difficult. That stun landing. Puck versus Tiny Mid, not a match up I play often enough. I don't play much Puck. I'd imagine you trade here. I mean, Tiny has got slightly more damage, is able to be a big boy, but that the range on that Puck can come in handy for him. Massive Ras. As Pudge, we do see Pudge onto this top lane here. I think we might see first blood here. First Dark Willow is caught out. Bramble Maze comes down and almost first blood. Oh, the Bramble Maze coming in clutch, saving him well there. As bottom lane, we do see this farm.
Oh, man.
Very, very nice done. But again, I think Underlord's going to have an okay time here. I think he's alright with this. Dark Willow's the one who's going to get hooked and one needs to watch out for that. But I think Underlord's happy with this. He's happy with this combo.
Absolutely.
Nice little moment there early game though. Curious to see how Fotail deals with this AM Shaman. I mean, is it worth harassing this AM? Or you want to get that Shaman first? Shaman does a lot of damage. I mean, he's sitting at 80 damage with right click. Before that, Ether Shock damage is also massive. Blood Red coming out. Just blinks away. Nicely done. Top lane Pudge looking for the hook here. Oh. Not even wanting to hook that Underlord. Gets the Dark Willow top lane. Hook into right. Tusk Ball comes through. Dark Willow has the very, very nice little escape there with his Shadow Realm. Can attack first, but fall into the push though.
Oh, not again, sorry, the first time. I thought he should have gone down the first time.
Almost the first time, yeah. But there we go, that's the combo. That's the combo. Hook into Ball. Easy. Once that Blood's level 6 is going to be another kill. As bottom lane, we do set aim, putting a lot of damage onto this Bloodseeker. I think very, very nicely there. Shaman also putting damage into this Grim nicely. Bottom lane doing very, very well for OP here. Very, very nicely. Just chasing that blood down, not afraid. Missing the last hit or two to trade it for that damage.
Looking at the Shaman getting a bit cocky. He's got his
he's got a solve.
Yeah, he's got a solve. He's just getting that early, like sometimes the first couple minutes of the lane, it's more about just asserting your positional dominance.
100%, bro. If you, bring more regen if you're struggling in lane. Don't give it up though.
Absolutely.
Just bring more regen. We do see this camp blocked here. They're trying to dodge that pool there. See the effects of that right now. It's Blood sitting with a triple range creep under tower. Just holding it up nicely. Guko recognizing this and trying to contest. Not too much you can do with the double, with the two of them here. He's doing very, very nicely there. Guko being very aggressive, eh? Nicely done. Tusk Park. Oh, okay, taking the career. Okay.
Tusk is gonna probably get some vision. Wants to get some vision maybe in that jungle area, just to be able to watch for when the Willow is out of position or the Underlord, because they know that, okay, he's going to probably pop it down here in lane. I quite like that. Yeah, that's a nice ward there top. I think that's going to give them a lot.
He's just seen the courier as well. With that soldering recipe as the look comes in.
On the Willow.
Shadow Realm. They've seen that courier. Like courier, their courier.
No, they're going to leave the courier. They want to get the kill. They want the second kill on the Willow. But Underlord doing a good job making a nuisance. Oh, he's causing damage there. Look at that. So, nice little combo there. I mean, obviously they're trying to just catch out that Willow when they can. It rooted the Pudge. But yeah.
I guess it's also quite nice that on the side of Rain, they've got quite a nice little bit of catch and escape in the same breath. That Bramble Maze with a bit of Malice combo could be used. Puck ulti, Shaman Shackle. Oh, we do see another hook coming on. But there we go. If that's any other hero, you're probably 100% dead.
Absolutely. You might still be dead.
Probably dead, yeah. Oh, but it could get a trade off for it.
Can he get
37
the
HP?
So low. Oh man. That's so frustrating. Meanwhile, bottom, they've taken out the Shadow Shaman. No way. And now AM in trouble. He hasn't got blink for another.
Pops his cell, one tick. Oh, that's cell coming in clutch. Oh, and Fotail.
Still gets him.
Fotail does not want to forget last game. He's carrying it on this game.
Phantom's Embrace. Boom. Headshot. Love it. Big time. So now it's 4-0 on the side of Bulletjie. They got the first game. Now they're probably thinking they got the advantage in this first game. They're going to want to push, make this game quick. like we said, they've got the ability to take the game to Omen phase, and now they're just able to engage, get those quick early kills. They're tankier. They've got Hook, they've got Tusk Ball. Dark Willow is unfortunately getting caught out, unable to escape with the Shadow Realm. Not enough time really there to get away. Still hasn't got his boots, so you know can't get away from the.
Dark Willow doing nicely with the bounty runes here. I think they're going to trade 2 for 2. Shaman wrapping around here does have to shackle up onto this Bloodseeker. AM can blink onto this.
Yeah.
Either shot can come out.
It is.
Opting for a straight shackle.
Yeah.
Bloodseeker can't do anything to get away from this. This should be a kill on the Bloodseeker.
Kill, surely.
Either shot. Gets him nicely. Oh, a little bit of side block there.
Yeah, Sean get the kill there. Perseus, nice
Tusk
play there.
back.
Before Grimstroke was back in lane. That's a nice little thing there.
Okay, top lane here. Tusk rolling onto the Underlord.
Underlord, they want to get the kill. This is a big kill now. They really want to get this Underlord.
Oh, Hook. That's a dangerous TP, right?
He, unfortunately, with the hook still available, not going to do it. And mids, you know, this Tiny got a nice
Tiny's having a good time, yeah. He's up on that.
Look at that, those denies. I mean, he's got such a nice XP advantage. He's got more last hits.
Well, yeah, like, he's once they pass at level 3 point, it's gonna be Tiny fair, but just that pure right click damage he does. Like he hits like a truck, man. You're not losing last hits at this point as him. You can blast it for like almost 50% HP. It feels like they do so much damage.
Absolutely.
I like this Pudge Tusk combo. I mean,
That's
and
vintage.
having to walk back as well. Hey, having to walk back to tower now after trying that TP there. Slight error there, but.
Just this morning, I drove past a place, you know, on the M5 where someone restores old Volkswagens. And I feel like I'm seeing something similar in this game, but now they might be in trouble. The vintage boy going back in.
Shadow Realm comes out.
Pudge could be in trouble, but need one more hit on him.
Beautiful block. Pudge, puck, carry it through.
One hit. No, he needs another one. This is going to be him down.
Nice to be by the puck there, attacking nice and quick. Tiny's happy though. Tiny's happy with this. Tiny's free farming there. As bottom lane, we do see potential. A big creep wave coming in here for this AM.
It was 5-0. Hey, that's a really nice. They've now got 2 kills against him. They caught the now they've just caught the Pudge. I wonder if Pudge could have rotted himself to death there. It's probably
not anymore, yeah?
Oh really? Hey, that being, see, I'm a vintage man myself, just like I was saying.
I might be wrong on that. Maybe I'm just bad at it. I'll check for you, but yeah, it's.
Oh, it's fatal. Huh? Okay, cool.
Yeah, changed back from it wasn't. Okay, I'm behind a patch. Or 6.
Well, I was behind, but it turned out I was ahead. Back to the Future with me, a classic trilogy. If you haven't seen Back to the Future, viewers, get on it. You are way behind, and that's not.
That is old. That is old.
That's not a joke about. That's not a joke about time travel. That's a joke about the fact that it's an old movie, and you should have seen it by now. Okay.
And. And picked up nice early trades, opting to go for that battle free now, naturally, obviously, as you have the first stack there. Blood, simple phase. This mid lane, Tiny does come through with that. Ooh, Waning Rip does nice work from there. That Avalanche Tusk combo could be used pretty soon. Puck isn't exactly the beefiest of boys. Regen Rune bottom, either one's gonna be happy with this. Puck with a bottle. Tiny just, denying that. That is horrible to see as a Puck, just watching your regen get taken.
Yeah, no, empty bottle. Struggling in lane now. Big CS advantage for the Tiny. He's going to go in now. He wants to toss him, surely. No. Get silence. Great silence coming out from the Puck.
Where you're coming in clutch. I mean, yeah, this is going to have to trade farm here as the Puck. This Tiny's doing so much damage.
Might be in trouble, bottom. Under the tower, shackled. Going to go in. Oh,
blinks in aggressively. That movement speed up that thirst. Foe's recognizing he's blinked in. He has nothing to get out with this. You can't, like I said earlier at the beginning of the game, you cannot blink in his AM in this game unless you are 100% certain. As we see Tiny diving past that tier 1, between tier 1 and 2, just that Avalanche Tusk combo, picking off that Puck, and Bulletjie is turning it on. Turning it up. I think this could be beginnings of, if they don't create more space with M, beginning of a storm roll. I mean, this Puck is going to have a couple of stacks.
Taken top. These are big kills. Bulletjie Gaming, just like you say, turning it on. They said, okay, there was those 2 kills for Omen phase, giving them a bit of hope. Bulletjie saying,
that's enough. Yeah, that's enough now.
I mean, that's a big one though. I mean, AM really could have got that kill off there. That was very close.
It was tight.
It's very tight. If he gets that, he doesn't blink in, he survives. It's a totally different story we're looking at.
Beautiful quick thinking by Third Hill there. Like that's one of those where you don't blame the AM for trying that. That's a
Sure.
couple of HP, you know? And if he gets that kill, that's fantastic for his laning, earlier Battle Fury. But Fotail to recognize, hey, he's blinked and he has no form of escape anymore. It's a 2v1, but Shackle's down. I can actually get a kill here and then move away. Really nicely done. And Puck,
Yeah.
Tiny also realizing that everyone's showing in lane. I can't afford to dive this Puck. This Puck actually cannot fight me right now.
Dark Willow not there in mid now though, so they're obviously going to help it.
Recognizing that Puck might be needing a bit of help. Oh, well done there. Puck ulti used.
Least.
Tiny just taking damage.
Oh, this
Tiny
is
done
Tiny. Big kill.
That's a dangerous roll by Tusk, as he just sort of invisible there. Oh, he's missed his shots. Oh, he's standing still. He's accepting his fate here. Accepting his fate, recognizing, errors happened.
That's a big
As
loss.
AM picked off again. That's
Yeah.
unfortunate there, man.
And Bloodseeker
This
is
is,
quite...
oh, Bloodseeker rupture on the Strawman.
Okay,
Strawman
you know-
size as well can shackle him. A dangerous call there.
You should get him, but no. Oh, this is close. Bloodseeker's in big trouble. He's going to go down. He's going to go down. Surely no.
No, what on
And
earth?
Strawman
That
almost
ink
pulled it.
swell.
Oh.
You want Fotail as your support, folks. You want him to play as your support. As Dark Willow comes in, does have...
In on him though, Photo might be in trouble. He's
Oh,
taking it
almost
down.
gets the deny. That Bedlam did clutch with the air.
Oh, man.
Fantastic.
Just like that. 9-6. Beautiful. That's a big kill. Big
Tiny
kill on
opting
the
to walk through. Tiny has recognized that they haven't got LTs up anymore. Bedlam's down. They've got no more mana void. Shaman's got 0 mana. Tiny could look for a kill. Sees the D ward on the side of Dark Willow. Gets this avalanche toss.
Gonna get the big
Oh,
kill.
Dark Realm comes off. It's very, very low. Tiny says, I don't care.
He's taking
I'm
it.
taking.
Great job. But now they're gonna go
Great Willow
try and
ulti.
get
Still has an
they
avalanche.
know really deep. But so is Tusk. Tusk is here with him.
So as Grim
Oh,
Grim's
man.
ready for this, Inkstore comes out, look for the stun over here, gets stun silence, double stun, beautiful work there. Stuns AM, put a Mass on 4, Firestorm comes down, Blood Right, oh, doesn't get the blink off, that rupture kills him.
You're in jungle. In your own jungle. Picked off. Oh, big
Oh
hook.
boys, that's great hook there, popping another one.
And he's dead. No.
5 flesh sheep stacks at 11 minutes, thank you very much.
Not
And here we go,
much,
we see the entire side of Bulletjie in bottom lane. Hunting the shaman, they want more. Pudge says, I want a 6 stack please. Give me 6 stacks, thank you.
Oh my goodness. Now we're in trouble. Yep, the stacks coming up on Pudge. This is not looking pretty. They
I like
just
that there's a...
the advantage, but for some reason, I mean, I can understand they felt safe going into their own jungle to try and chase there, but at the same time, without the vision,
But look
you
at
know,
this, look at this
side.
here. They do this so well. They see AM's move top to try and find themselves a bit of space to farm. Tusk says, cool, I'm tipping here, out of vision. I've got a ball, I've got a tag team, I've got a Warrior's Punch. You're
Look
gonna
at
leave
this
lane.
time.
Boom, there we go, you're out of my lane. It's the same as we saw yesterday with that spec. Not necessarily always killing him, just putting enough pressure that he can't get free from.
Are you going to catch him? No, he's not going to dive him under the tower. Probably a good decision there. From
As he just popped that invis rune, yeah, just popped it in time. He is, what's that? 650 away from a blink dagger on the Tiny? That's gonna be another power spike for him. Can pretty much blink anyone. As you see a smoke come out from this Pudge, looking for another hook, looking for the Puck maybe. Hook comes out, hook dismember, oh, well played at that. Waning Rip comes out, well played by Puck. Very, very nice evasive. Oh, he's got a different, good escape. Grim deciding, my Bloodseeker's having a great time. He can farm their camp solo, I'm gonna pop a ward in their jungle, perhaps on the initial eye, as we do see Shaman being scouted. Ooh, I wonder if he knows that he's got a ward there. Top lane. We are just trading off here. AM moving towards jungle, still quite away on 2k from his Battle Fury. 13.5 minutes, not the ideal timing. As mid lane, we do see Shaman looking onto this Bloodseeker. Pops the ulti. Has a shackle. Oh, that shackle might have had him. That's triple dream coil, but now what?
Yes, absolutely.
Now what? They're going to
They needed something there. Nothing to
that
follow.
shackle. If he shackled him in there, I think that Bloodseeker was done for. Unfortunate there. Great, great quick responses by the side of Bulletjie as Tusk. Tusk walks in vision. He's peaceful and confident. We do see that first crown come out onto him. He's walking into the Roche pit. Pit of Matters comes out. Firestorm should follow. There we go. Firestorm follows, and that's it though. Tusk, well, they're rolling in. They've dropped everything they can. Terrorize, Bedlam's up. Bedlam is up. Terrorize. Terrorize gets stopped by the punch. Terrorize misses. Oh, this is not looking good.
Not in your own jungle.
Firestorm is out as Bedlam is being throttled. Puck coming in.
Oh,
great. Bowbind.
Darkwillow's going to trade there, and now they want to catch this Keystroke.
Oh, did you see that by the tiny void there? Okay, this is looking rough.
Fudge, down.
Great shackle by there. Great shackle by the Shaman. Getting a double kill up onto the jungle.
That is a big fight. Massive, massive fight. Second time they went into their jungle. You know, fool me once, fool me twice. You know, you can't let that happen a second time. And this time they managed to respond. Underlord doing big work there. He's tanking up now. I'm going to be getting his pipe soon, which will be really, really nice. Against.
So they need to grab these bounties. They need to grab these bounties. All 4 of them. They know that they are down. Only 1 is up. Run straight for these bounties. Because this Tiny's coming back. He's gonna have Blink Dagger. This entire time, AM is not farming. He still is 15 minutes in. He's still got a ways to go for that Battle Fury. He's sitting at about 1-5 away.
No, they're gonna get it. They could have got the one. I think they could have got that all 4. I agree with you. They should have.
Yeah, it could go full. Yeah, you know, 3 isn't too bad. You're getting 3. That's you get a bit of map control back. I mean. Again, Bulletjie doing well. They're keeping the pressure on them. They're not trying to wait for timings and look for farm. They're pushing. You know, they want to try to get this quickly. You see them pressuring onto this AM here in bottom lane. Blinked forward. He blinked forward. He's done for.
He's in trouble. He gets, and now he's got 3 seconds to this blink.
Stroke of Fate is up. Stroke of Fate hits the big damage. Kuko walking back.
Take it. Tiny. Smacks him. Yeah, that blink into farm and he just got caught out. Again, there's a lack of vision that side. You know, the jungle there. You need to, if you're playing the way that they want to play OM3N, they need more vision on their side of the map so that they can.
Yeah, he's got a farm in vision, or they got to give vision for him to farm in there. They can't. He's got to know that they're going to be looking for him. If you're that AM right now, they know you're slightly behind. They're saying, "Wicked, we are going to keep this pressure on him." Because I mean, if Tiny +1 comes to you, have you seen mid lane? Shackle could be up.
Tiny's in trouble.
Has will steal slightly.
He's gonna go in.
Valorant comes in. Soulbind. That is fantastic. What a Soulbind. He's gonna double kill. Yep.
Oh no, they've lost 2.
And he's gonna farm these wards. He's farming these wards.
They've lost 2 there, and they've lost the wards.
Guko just blinked up onto high ground. Punch his team with this member. They've got a ball.
Okay.
Guko, careful, buddy. Oh, there's the ball. Ball's in back. This is fine for them. They don't mind this at all. Oh no. What a beautifully played, actually. As Venom's output comes in, and there we go.
No man, smashed into the heavens.
Kuko trying his luck with the Mana Void. Almost pops them, and he blinks away. What can he do with that? That blink being followed up by the Tiny. Has he got a toss? Has he got a tree throw? Does do a bit of damage there. Toss comes in, gets hexed nicely by the Shaman, and gets whipped by the Poach.
Nice hook, Shaman in trouble.
This member on cooldown. Bloodrat comes in. Triple stun on that. AM, that's a dangerous place to be, my man. Just gets that blink off. Nicely done. Let's see if they die here. Let's see if die. Beautiful Raining Rift. This is exactly what they need to do. They got a lot of catch with this, man. They got a lot of maneuverability. Nice day. Dreamkill comes in. Dismember from about 5 weeks away.
And Pudge is going to die there, but Grimstroke did manage to TP out.
So I'm enjoying Bulletjie's aggression. I really, really am. I love it. They're putting pressure on this. But they still need to be careful not to just let their towers take them. I mean, this mid tower is literally one hit. A creep is going to kill this tower if it hits it. Could be denied. I mean, 21 HP in that tower. Secure that tower. Secure top tower. You guys can't fight aggressively as a team. You know that they're going to be fighting 4v5 until this end gets Battle Fury. And then keep that aggression up. Get those 2 towers, get those 2 points, control the map again, and then keep this aggression. They're doing really, really well with it. But don't bleed kills. You're dominating right now. But still, very nicely played. They're great responses by OP. They're doing extremely well. They've got a lot of catch, a lot of escape. It's
look at this vision now. This battle in bottom. They have they got the D ward there, the top part. Now they need to get the D ward in the middle. But they're in trouble.
The rupture.
Oh no.
Oh, I think that might be trouble. Has the band. Oh, dead boy.
He's dead.
That Invisalign is doing nothing with the blood, right?
See, they've got this ward exactly. Now they're picking it out, but that ward there, they've got a sentry right there. They can see it, but they just didn't get there in time to get rid of it. And now they're paying the price. They've lost puck, and now they're on the back foot. AM losing out on farming time. Still needs to get another 800 or 750 gold until he gets his Battle Fury.
And they've blocked the camp as well. Oh, they're blocking all his camps. They've blocked the Ancients, they've blocked the small camp. I think he's got about 3 camps to farm from. Oh. He's got 3 camps to farm from.
Man, that is such great dose, I really think that is fantastic play.
Oh, here goes Dismember. That's a hook.
Oh, but he's caught it. There comes Tusk, but does he want to be there?
But he's not in there with you, my man.
Oh, no.
It's the classic, I'm not here with you, my man. You're here with me.
5, they lost Shaman. What's going to happen now? They're going in. AM. Ooh, AM might die here. No, he's going to get away. He's got his
lucky escape. Very
gonna
tight
get
escape. A Soulbind comes out into them. That's great work with that as well. I think it's a massive work. Avalanche toss. And then we'll just opting to. He just got everything out.
Grimstroke though in the back line.
Bedlam on the Unload. Oh, just never coming out. I think it's another dead Dark Willow.
Wanted the Pudge. Didn't get him.
Pudge sitting with an extra 17 strength with his 11 stacks of their sheep. Not fantastic. As AM is farming away, is still looking for this, still wanting this LC. This Battle Fury rather. Blood has got his Rupture. I'm surprised he hasn't gone for that. I mean, what's AM gonna do once you rupture him? Just taking his camp, saying, I don't mind trading farm with you. I've got my Basher on the way. You're still looking for your Battle Fury. I'm happy with this, bud. Tiny pushing in top lane. Echo Saber just delivered right now. I mean, he's gonna. That's what I was talking about. Grab those tier ones. We get a little bit of control in that jungle. Perseus sitting with 3 sentries, just having to try and deward them entirely, popping them away. He thinks they're blocking camps. Nothing over here. That's all right. AM is. Oh, he's so close. Okay, 50 gold. Nether Shell dropped. 30 gold. You can do it.
Oh man.
That's yeah. This Tiny has Echo Saber Blink. If you show, you're dead. AM's career, please don't.
Oh no.
Okay, it's fine. Didn't have the item. It didn't have the item. He still has. Okay. They almost delayed his. They almost delayed his battle for about another minute.
But if you waited there and waited for it to buy the item, that
Yeah, that would have been. Yeah, that would actually been the play.
that would be really big. But anyway, he's gonna pick it up now. Battle Fury out.
And there's the beauty of Woods. Just getting the D-Ward with 4 seconds left. And this whole time, Bloodseeker's farming it. He's got his drums up. He's got his basher. He's loving life right now.
Yeah.
Implore up. I enjoyed that he's had some really nice neutrals for him. He had that faded brooch earlier, that extra movement speed coming in clutch. Mid lane, did AM blink in? He did. This AM needs to be careful with these blinks in. I'm worried about him getting picked off here. There we go. Casted the second too late there on the counter spell. In comes the Blood Right. AM just sitting in it, doesn't mind.
Okay,
Shaman,
now Blood
Shaman massive no tackle.
He's out. He's got a lot of speed. Need for speed. He's gonna get out. Probably. Yes, he does. And now, nice little ulti there from Buck, but not gonna be able to do much.
Put him out on 3. I feel like they're able to fight, but they're just not. AM doing work. AM can do some big damage here. Tusk rolling into this. AM has a big damage here. Inkspell on him as well.
He's probably gonna go down. No, he's gonna make it. It's
AM
big,
silenced. That blow right came in huge.
massive, and they've also
Oh no.
and now Underlord's gonna follow. They've lost 3 just for the Tusk.
That hook landed.
Man.
I mean that was so unlucky there. That AM that he got caught on the edge, like on the absolute edge of Bloodseeker's blood right there, silencing him. He had Mana Void ready. He was able to get at least double, triple kill there. One of the 2. That was centimeters, man. That was unfortunate, but again, Bulletjie just fighting these team fights better. They're not afraid to do this. This is fine margins, man. It feels like OP really can win these fights. It's fine margins here. But again, we see Bulletjie doing exactly what they need to do. They're pressuring tier 3. They're 23 minutes. They say, we're against an AM. We're going to be fighting 4v5 until he has items. Tiny is not afraid. He's blinking up onto the high ground. Terrorite comes out, does catch the Pudge. That's a nice little combo. Ramble Maze comes out, catches Pudge. Blood Right coming out. Bloodseeker is silenced, just never coming onto the Dark Willow that is dead. Shackle, finally, hey! They got the Bloodseeker, they might be in trouble now.
It's Tiny.
Tiny.
That's a very big kill.
They can catch it, they can really catch. So this is where the beauty of smoked up, they know it's there, but extra move speed buff could be nice.
Did they smoke in front of the creeps?
They did, but I think it's okay. They got the extra movement speed, you know? 50% movement speed boost. Hopefully catch someone out here. Unfortunate. Nice idea though. Nice quick thing saying we can get some kills here.
They're kind of hanging around. They're not going to see them when they engage. So
they can see this time. They can see this Tusk.
Yep.
Shackle.
No. Surely Hex.
Dropping these wards aggressively. I don't think you need to drop wards there. You could have set them for the tower, perhaps.
Maybe
that Tusk was dead.
But they got him.
They did.
I think at this point they just want to get those secured kills. But I agree with you. Possibly could have saved it and pushed to tier 1, tier 2 with that ready.
I mean, if you drop them here at this tier 1 mid. But I mean, you know what? Like you said, you're sitting there saying we're behind. We need our AM to get this kill. Let's get some kills. I'm dropping wards for it. Committing for it. But unable now to not get that tier 1 tower. I mean, it could have been a tier 1 tower as well. But you know,
could have pushed that if they really wanted to. I'm surprised that they've given that up. At the same time, Tiny's back up. They don't want to really go walk into that mess. He's a big man. He's got a big tree or slash sword. He's gonna smash it.
Grim just farmed 3 of those shaman snipes there, so that's a nice little bit of gold for him. Bounty rays coming out. Are we going to see them contested bottom side? No, Tiny says, Tiny's come through. Go for it. Approach me. See what happens.
I mean, he's got 2,600 life. He's hits like a truck. He's got big burst. He's got a blink, so he's not immobile.
2-6 HP and 1-6 till he has Ags. I mean, that tree toss channel is going to be doing big damage. We do see them smoke tap approaching this. We're going to see a fight here.
Okay. Puck goes.
That's going to be a hit. Blood right, Soulbind meets fantastically. Keystroke comes out, stuns the puck. Doesn't stun the puck. Good evasion there. You know what? You've lost the Dark Willow. That's fine. You get out.
You need to get out. AM's going to make his way away.
Unfortunately.
Puck just makes it off.
Oh no, he rips. He phase shifts into the pit of malice.
And he's in trouble. They get him. They catch him. Here comes the fight. The first boom. He's dead.
So the second you see that Dark Willow, you just run away. You say, "Sorry, bud, you're dead," and you run straight home. You don't even try to have save your friend syndrome. You leave him alone. You say, "That's your job, bud. You've saved us all. Thank you, but we're heading home." I mean, they have got good vulnerability. You've got the blink on that, the blink on the AM. You have that phase shift post illusory orb on the side of, on the side of the puck. They can get out. If you sacrifice your 2 supports and keep those cores alive, that's actually going to be worth for you in those kind of scenarios. They should recognize that they popped a ward on that high ground. They should have recognized that. Tusk almost has Ags. Okay, Warrior's kick going to be coming in. Maybe just to Warrior's. Oh no. There we go, they have to know he has vision there now. Bedlam comes in, they could get. Tiny might have been up a bit more they can shoot as Puck is. Woo, he does get hooked, does get the phase shift also has a yours. Phase shift in 1 more second as a great terrorize comes out. It's a brilliant terrorize. AM is silenced, AM needs to get out of there. AM getting out on 40 HP. Oh, and taken out. Aura's punch is a kill over there. They should not be trying to fight this. Well, this is playing right into Bulletjie's hands here. They're waiting for you to push it. They haven't pushed high ground. They're waiting for you to come out. Primal Maze comes out. Not much else this Dark Willow can do. You Shadow Realm and just kill a creep, you know? They really... Ooh, there we go. Oh, no. That's a great little combo there with the ATOS hook. Bedlam comes out, gets killed by the rot. 17 stacks in this fight now. Double buyback. Triple buyback. Quad buyback? Nah, just a double. Just a trip. But they're gonna get the goals here. Nicely done. BKB popped by the Bloodseeker. I think that he can chase this. AM, go, 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 go! Ooh, they needed to chase those kills. If you're buying back, you have to make it worthwhile. Killing a Tusk is alright, but that blood could have been... no actual bash. I mean, the damage might have been... You might be able to make it with the damage. But securing for the... Rather securing that Tusk, saying, I'm gonna get the Tusk, we can kill him 100%. That's gonna be my pick-off.
Yeah, I agree with you. If you're buying back there, you want to get a bit more, but at the same time, they have managed to keep all their axes intact.
See, yeah, I don't think you need it. It's one of those where if those 3 all bought back, you want to get more than 1 kill, because they could have killed that Tusk with a Shaman buyback type thing, it felt like. But again, they're getting little trades here. They're small victories. I'm surprised they aren't pushing together. They're only 3 up, and I know it's only 10 more seconds, but you can commit for a tier 1 here. All tier 1s of Bulletjie are standing. That's free real estate. I'm gonna stop those now. It's free real estate, but it's free gold on the map, man. They really need to look towards those and get that gold.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think at this point, as soon as all 5 are up, they are in such, they have to play in fear. They can't be around the map. They haven't got vision on the top side of the map, and that's going to show now because AM's in trouble, but he does just blink out. But the Tusk roll in, no, stopped nicely by the board. Yeah, very nice. But now Shaman gets there.
Shaman's dropping his wards too early, I feel. I'm a bit worried about those. That doesn't commit to anything.
Yeah,
let's try and save those for towers next time, alright? I mean, in the heat of the moment, fair enough. Tree volley coming in. Oh, tree volley off the mark there, unfortunately.
Oh,
but yeah, I'd like to see him The Shamans, you can drop those wards and pop a nice, easy tier 1 for you. As we do see, he's blocked by his ice shards. Fantastic ice shards. Forces out the Terrorize to get that pudge away. Shackles, full of early.
Yeah, just a bit of back and forth. Nothing
Ramble
too...
Maze.
Trying to see if they can get...
You don't want to spend your Ras on this pudge, man. He's sitting at 3.2k HP. He's got some 50% magic resist. You're taking half damage there. He's okay. He doesn't mind taking this Ras. As they farm those Shaman wards, they each one of them falling.
That Bloodseeker is taking bottom at the same time, tier 2. So,
and he's gonna have S and Y up soon. He's got that Mindbreaker. So if he catches you in a Blood Right to a Mindbreaker,
smoked up. They're chasing. They want to get someone. Bloodseeker might be the one to be caught out. He has got a TP.
Fantastic TP by Shaman. That is a great TP to that outpost. Well played. Oh, they are happy with that. 490 gold, 3 killing spree. Thank you. That is fantastically played. Space Creators put out there by Bloodseeker. It could turn into Roche. I mean, they have scanned it there, but
yeah, no, this is a great plan. Okay, they do see the tiny.
This is a brave pack, triple to the Malice.
Place from the Underlord.
Firestorm.
Can they get something out of it though? Shaman's gonna get targeted and get hopefully melted down.
This is a brave Tusk. Tusk should be dead here. AM's loving this. This is what AM wants. This is what AM wants. He's loving this. Thank you. Keep these fights going for me, please.
Shaman. Now they want to get Tiny.
I think AM can keep fighting here. He loves this. Tiny's got almost nothing left.
Tiny is very...
needs to die there. Oh, beautifully played by AM. Linking onto that Grim at the back line. I mean, AM, here we another one. Get another one.
Tiny. Big plays. This is big.
So that's exactly what AM wants. Once that Bloodseeker's out of it, and if he can blink around and able to get those kills without being silenced by the Dismember or the potential Grimstroke silence.
Yeah.
The second he sees the Phantom's Embrace coming, get ready for it, hit back, blink away. They opted for a Roche themselves. Those extended fights where he's able to just blink around, decrease mana, do a bit of damage. He's loving those kind of fights, man.
Absolutely, and I think he's now getting that snowball effect. Obviously, once you get the Battle Fury, he starts to farm better, fights better, and like you say, I mean, he's getting some ideal fights. That was a big one.
I'm sorry, but Fotail pulling it off again. That buyback just stopped them rushing. Bloodseeker moving forward towards the high ground. Blood does have a blade mail. Shaman can't do anything. He doesn't watch.
Shaman's down, Underlord in big trouble. They're going to melt him too. No buybacks on either side. They're going to
Phantom Embrace. That Phantom Embrace.
No buybacks on any of them. They're down and they're going to take the Roche. Or they're going to chase this Dark Willow. No.
And you got to wonder now. They expend the triple buyback and only got a Tusk killer for that. This Grimstroke solo just brought back, stopped them from roaching, got them a triple kill essentially, probably secured a Roche for them. Yep, there we go. They're going into the pit now before it. It's just different levels here. I mean, this Grim there, that Phantom's Embrace, the second aim was in his animation for his blink away. And in came the Phantom's Embrace, silencing him. It was... Yeah, he's having a field day, man. I'm loving this third cell game. I mean, don't get me wrong, Pudge Tusk had a fantastic lane up top. I did really well. Knew that how to pick up that Willow, and did so correctly. Tiny had a nice time mid, got his Echo Saber nice and early, that blink just rotated around the map well. But again, this Grimstroke, he knows what he's doing as support, man. He's a support you really want to find in your games.
Yeah, look, if I had to pick an MVP at this point, it would have to be Shaman, because he's Shaman. And he's not to stop him. But they're going to go in for the tier 3, want the racks. Okay, Dark Willow's in trouble, uses the Yule.
Blood's okay with this. Blood says, no, it's fine, he's taking a bedlam, it's an Ags. Okay, Aegis rather.
Aegis. And
Terrorize.
Trouble.
Off the mark. Shaman drops towards defensively.
Oh man, this is probably going to be
Grimstroke might fall to this. Nice to know the Ghost Setzer.
Over, I think now. No buybacks, tier 3s. I mean, they're probably going to be able to get 1, 2, possibly 3 Rexes. Underlord going in, or getting hooked in rather. Tusk with the engagement and getting punched in the air.
Oh no, kicks him to safety. Kicks him to safety.
Oh man, but they are going to go chase.
They catch it up. Bloodseeker smooth speed at first. Tips him saying, yeah, I had to chase the tier 3s for that one, bud. Why did you get an Ags?
Absolutely. Anti-mage now on his own. Can't do much.
Give up the Rex. Give up the Rex. Good counter spell. Able to see it from a mile away. Care that blink. Eye ready's in a blink stun. That tree volley's gonna come and clutch him, man.
Oh.
Hooks on the Dark Willow.
Okay, he goes in on the Pudge.
Good terrorize. Great terrorize.
but he is going to be fine. I think Pudge is in big trouble. Great shackles. Look at that caster. Aang taken out. Beautiful play by Shaman. The BKB. That's for Shadow Shaman. Oh,
Tiny
man.
the tree volley into Fountain. He is. Aim comes out. Pops the mana vote on him. Rupture gets popped.
He's got to
Blink.
Okay.
Woo-wee.
My goodness. One little hook and he'd be over. Can you believe it?
Tiny wants this.
Tiny.
Wants this. Tree volleys up. Opting not to try and get into the Fountain. Is he? Perhaps looking for the trees. They know he's looking for it. He wants it. He's toying with him here, saying, "Come on, step a little into my range, please. Step into range."
Absolutely. Well, they've lost one Rax there. I think they did a good job of delaying them. I think they could have easily lost two. Now they're going to see if they can catch anyone. Puck's going to take.
They should catch the Scrim. How is Scrim getting out of this? That is the beauty of nighttime vision.
Also, lack of vision. I mean, if they had a couple of wards up in their own jungle, it would be a different story. But unfortunately, they
Tiny wants them to push here. They're. Ooh, I wonder if Tiny sees this AM here. He could be okay. He's just going to push the lane. Echo Saber crit, tree volley coming in. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Aim the opposite blink in. No tree volley. Just enough mana. Phantom Sprays comes in. Have they just baited his aim in? He has his Manta, able to blink away. But again, it's this Tiny +1, man. It's got such big kill potential.
Absolutely.
I mean, Blood's happy with this. Blood's farming away, man.
Good, man.
He's gonna have an Abyssal recipe.
Now look at Underlord looking to arrest back. Tusk engagement, big slap.
Soulbind.
Puck, he's out of here. Shackles, but he might not want to stay there for long. He's being silenced. He's gonna get taken here. Getting whacked and kicked.
Just kicking him away.
My word. Underlord now waddling his way back with his tail behind him. Oh, those shots. No, man. Getting in the way.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them call it after the next set of racks gets taken, because Blood, this is all fights that are 4v or 2v5. Like, that entire time was only a Tiny and a Grimstroke. There was no one else there. Just for the lead that they've given themselves, 28k net worth lead at 36 minutes. I mean, and it feels it too. It feels like it as well.
Absolutely.
X net worth sitting on the top, Blood and Tiny with that. It's felt that way.
We've got 24 Flesh Heap stacks on the Pudge. You had a great early game with Tusk in top lane. And that's, I mean, I don't want to use a really stupid Tanya, but they've basically snowballed from there.
They have snowballs, and that's true.
Oh, Underlord.
Hook, line, and sinker. We need to see the Soulbind come out of this Pudge.
I think Underlord might be taken down here. Yeah.
This game is... Aim, oh, beautiful. Aim kicks the Tusk back there. Shaman dropping the wards. Could shackle him up here. Oh, where's the shackle? Can get the kill with the shackle. Soulbind. Aim's got himself caught in there.
The Pudge though, trying to see if they can get him as well. They've taken out the Tusk.
Aim can do it. Aim can do it. Aim can do it. If anyone can, Aim can.
But can he get there? It's been silenced. He needs to be careful. He doesn't want to get taken out here. That would probably be...
Great Willow ulti. Aim can keep fighting, I think. If I'm Aim, I'm keep fighting here.
Yeah.
In
trouble. They've already lost Tusk and Pudge.
Great shackles. They're controlling this so nicely.
Surely, there he is. He's down. And
let's see if he be careful. He hasn't got to for 8 seconds.
Are they going to lose the player X?
Blink forward. Come on.
No, someone...
Use the creep. Team on the creep. Team on the creep.
No.
Oh, he gets him. BKB with charge wasted. They know Grimstrokes here.
They got him.
They another kill.
It looks like they're going to get the team wipe.
That goes here. The shackle again coming in massive. The shackle. Beautiful play.
Team wipe. Now they need to go up mid. They need to go up mid and get at least tier 1 and tier 2. If not, threaten the rats. There's only buyback up on Pudge.
They've got it. They've got to push now. They've got to push a tier 1. They have to get a tier 1 here.
Unfortunately, they lost their melee racks. They obviously the catapult's taking it out. It's a bit unfortunate, but at the same time, their eyes were fixed solely on getting the team wipe there. So big.
But I want to see this. I want to see this Puck out of the jungle. I want to see him pushing this bottom lane, pushing mid lane, pushing top. They've got all the tier 1s. There we go. AM not messing around. He says, I'm going for this. We need to make something out of this. Good call, I think.
Yeah, I agree. There's no need for them to delay the game. They've lost...
Sounds like Lemon agrees.
Yeah, Lemon constantly agreeing here. Lemon, why don't you come tell us what you think about the game? Seeing as you're so vocal. Don't have to cry.
100%. But, I mean, this is good. They're gonna...
Yeah.
So I just spoke about 36 minutes. There was a 28k net worth. It's down by 6. Dark Rift. Nicely done. Just stand still. Don't. There we go. Nicely done. Where has he Dark Rifted to? Right the way back to Fountain. Okay. AM can push the bottom lane out. Enchanted Quiver up on the AM, making sure that first hit of his is doing some big extra damage.
Yeah.
I mean, he hasn't got the best of items, you know? It isn't exactly like could, I guess, have a spider legs, might be nice. On the side of him. Executioner just picked up, leveler rather. That could be a nice little pick up there for the AM, who has just found the magic lamp. It is quite nice seeing these new tier items, your tier 4s. On the side of Bulletjie, what are they looking for over here? Spider legs in the blood. Haven't actually thought about these neutrals for a while. Oh, Implore up on this tiny, just doing more good. We do have the Mindbreaker and the Orb. I would not mind seeing either.
Jungle, they do see Bloodseeker, and they're going to engage.
Off the BKB. Put an Alice on 2, is able to hold them back. Great terrorize there by that Dark Willow. Doing big work with this. AM does. Oof, unfortunate with that. Doesn't get it away.
Touch and go.
Hex does come out of the blood.
He's probably going to get engaged on. They do see him.
This is exactly what they need.
Kicks back.
This is fantastic. Don't try save him. Don't try save him. Just if he's gone, he's gone.
Yeah.
If you can't win the fight, don't get involved. They're getting involved. I think they can win the fight. If they can win it, let's see if they can win it. Bedlam comes out.
Take out this Pudge.
Opting for this Pudge. Pudge is shackled.
Quickly.
On the backline, AM's not with his team right now. AM gets hexed up. AM might be dead. AM is gone.
He's got buyback.
That Pudge doing exactly what he needs to do.
Anything on the Pudge, he's just too big. They don't get him.
Soulbind comes in. Tree Volley comes in. Goodbye, Shaman. AM blinking forward aggressively.
On AM and Dark Willow. Shaman in trouble. They go straight in on him. He's going to go down here, surely. Yes.
Beautiful.
Down. He's got buyback.
You need to catch at least one of these. Catch at least one of these, and you're going to have it's worth. Just one of them. You got the leveler.
Oh. Surely not.
Bulletjie doesn't have BKB for a while. 5 seconds till BKB. We saw him last time, had the BKB proc and didn't take it. Oof, AM might have gotten kited there. Puck ulti, well played. Does get pop out of Bulletjie. Bulletjie, oh, they comes up. Hello. Where did that come from?
Oh, Tiny's and oh no!
Oh no, that damage. But AM says no worries. No worries. I can take this Tiny as well now. He has no mana. I'm just gonna do pure big damage to him. Might be losing my tier 4s, but I don't mind if I can kill this Tiny, who's sitting at almost 4k HP. Tiny kites him well, yields that. Echo Saber is up by him.
Knows exactly what he's doing.
This AM needs a basher, man. He needs a basher.
He does. He really, really does. He needs something to get these guys stopped. They just.
Oh no.
It's Tiny, are you kidding me?
Albranas is having fun here.
Well, they're not quite losing their tier 4s. Tiny's still going somehow.
Hey, there you go. Dagon pop. That bought them a lot of time. Those times have gone from 45 seconds to 60 seconds to 14, 15 seconds on the 2.
Yeah.
He's probably saved his tier 1s.
Messing around in the jungle, managing to get the, buy the time for the rest of his team. That's
okay. So we do see the basher queued up, and we see in the old chat that Puck did 1189 total damage to Bloodseeker. So his Dagon is doing some nice work over there. Level 2 Dagon currently. Okay, cool. Okay, so we are. Listen, hey, did Bulletjie maybe, just maybe, throw a little bit in this game? They were sitting there comfortably, hitting their tier 3s, and they didn't. They could have kept hitting those towers. They could have gotten themselves megas. They opted to sort of head back from farm, perhaps playing a bit too safe. And OP are now sitting with an AM past 40 minutes. I think he's getting his basher coming now. Yep, he's getting the basher online. This could be Mansa, BKB, Badfairy, basher. This is gonna slowly start hitting into their favor. I mean, we did see the Axe pick up on the Tusk, which I feel like was a sign of the times back when they bought it. It was we can get it Tusk. We don't need to worry about Silver's Ages or Lotus Orbs or anything because we're that far ahead, and they've given this AM enough space now to perhaps potentially come back to the game. They do scan them out at Roche. They're gonna they should try and smoke up here and see if they're gonna do it.
I think this next Roche could be a big kind of deciding factor in this game. They smoked up.
I think Raiden have to deny it. They would have just denied the Roche. Oh no, he's popped a terrorist straight in. And Shaman Woods. Oh no. Okay, that's rough.
Yeah,
that's a big.
Okay, so he's obviously opting for his own kind of style there. But they've got the wards, they're going to see his own plague wards. Shaman's going to get smacked by Roshan. Not really a great use of that.
Oh, the shame. That's one of those important ones where you're so dead set on them being in the Roche pit. Bloodseeker does get ruptured himself as Guko does a great counter spell, BKB, onto the high ground. He's BKB, they can't do anything to his BKB. And he's got ulti, Abyssal going to cancel BKB, Shackle comes out, Guko's doing huge damage, just AM.
No buyback on either of them.
Tree Body comes in, Tree Body doing huge work. AM ulti big.
Is Tiny gonna do it? He's on his own. He gets shackled. That's huge. Darkwater survives. Can they take him? They get him.
AM still up. He can go to the backline. AM jump the grim. He jumps the grim.
Lord, still taking damage. How are they? Some of these guys, how are they alive?
I'm loving AM right now. I'm loving what AM is doing.
On the side of Bulletjie. They might be in trouble here. Pudge still though. So big, such an issue. Silenced. Oh, beautiful.
Boys, look at the base. Look at the base. Their tier 4s are falling. Hey, tier 4s are falling this entire time. Pudge is trying to buy time. I'm not sure how Fotail managed to get away from this AM. AM was running onto him as he does go towards his Pudge. Pudge with the magic lamp gets the spell and he's giant fall.
Now the question is,
these tier 4s is gonna fall. It's gonna fall. Is the one tier 4 gonna fall? 138 HP. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight. It's down. It's down. It's down.
No. Yes. No.
5 HP.
No.
5 HP.
Oh.
Yo, they're spamming out. They have not, unfortunately, they have not got a repair kit. They opted to go back into the Roach, but now they, you know that it is up. They drop the Shaman Wards in there. Alright, Guko opts and go for it. We're gonna have space, drop that Wraith Band for it.
Get this Roach now. Big fight there again. It is looking like they can win this game, but the problem is now that the margin for error is so low with how they're
some drawings on the map here from both teams. Just realizing that perhaps they may be a Shaman able to get some mass levels here. Just keep grabbing, leeching some levels and these creeps coming into base. He's got a refresher queued up on the Shaman. Where have I seen this before, Mr. Jobman?
Oh, the refresher coming in. I mean, this is now a moment. You know, he's probably thinking to himself, if if they do manage to break through the tier ghetto racks, I'm wondering if he's thinking of, first dropping the wards on the first racks, and then as he gets through the tier 4s, trying to straight end the game, because they don't really have time, I don't think, to go through each lane. They've only got their 2 racks left there in top lane.
You know what,
It's not good. They really need to. They're going to have to win a fight and end this game. There's no other way to do it. They're also going to need someone to pick up, I would think, a boosted travel, some way to get across the map, because at the moment, someone like AM could easily clear a couple of waves in no time at all and just TP and get cracking. So, yeah, that's my feeling at the moment. The win condition for OP is not easy. Now they're gonna have to defend the racks. They're looking to get the GG. This will probably end the game, but again, maybe they can come back from Megas. I've seen stranger things happen.
AM's Vanguard is on the courier that was being chased over there. I hope that they have buybacks. What is our current buyback status on these heroes? We have no one in the game has a buyback. On the side, oh no, they're gonna pick up the AMs. Oh no, that's the Vanguard. That's AM's Abyssal. They were ready for that. That's AM's Abyssal. For 4 minutes, no Abyssal, no buybacks on anyone except for Grimstroke. This is not looking good.
A really big courier kill. No, Abyssal there now. Oh, big hurt.
Pudge hook, Pudge's member. Great terrorize. Can he get out? Abyssal's ready to unload.
Still in trouble. They're going.
He is a big boy.
He's doing a great job.
Has time to get the fire spirits down. AM jumps the backline. Tiny can fall here. Tiny can fall. Tiny falls.
Tiny's down.
AM is hexed. AM is hexed. Just member comes down to the AM. Has a Manta. Has ulti.
For a while, I think he might be down.
That's only Aegis. Okay, that could be okay.
Oh man.
Darkwater has to protect him over here. They've got to protect him here. AM can do it. I believe.
Yeah. They've lost the puck. He has got buyback. He's got buyback. Can the AM do it?
No mana.
He gets smacked.
That Warrior's kick actually came in clutch there. Really nicely done.
Kicked off away.
You just shake him back onto him. This is okay. AM's doing it.
AM's gonna do it. Can he do it?
No mana for this member. He can do it.
Gotta be a short.
First hit bash.
Meanwhile, they're
nice glimmer.
Close, but they're getting some protection now. Anti-Mage continues chasing. This is the same old story. Getting
this is a dead grim.
Yeah, this is a dead man, surely. And he gets him. Oh, what's
Pudge TP's out. I mean, you know what? The racks stand.
At this point, Pudge is so tanky. He's such a nuisance. I feel like chasing him all the time. I mean, okay, tiny different story. But, getting the Grimstroke is worth it. But at that point, I'll leave the Pudge and just push out those lanes.
Push lane. Screw the jungle. Push the lane. Leave those creeps. Grab the lane.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I agree with you. Anti-Mage right now is fighting so incredibly. I feel like he does need to get out into the lane.
I mean, push top lane. You got creeps, normal creeps. You can get a tier. Your tier 1 is still standing there.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think you need to worry about farming jungle just yet. You've got your Vanguard up on the courier to finish your Abyssal. It isn't like you need that farm right now. He's got his buyback ready. Push those creeps in, which is more gold and XP than that lane. Can get his level 30 faster with them. I mean, you can just secure yourself, your team, a nice bit of gold in that top tower.
Yeah. This is really turning into such a great game. It's so close.
15 seconds, he can grab that outpost. He needs to grab it now. Okay, so they haven't got lost the XP there. Nicely done. Okay.
Yeah.
Whew, that was almost fine, but I really wish that one of them had gone for that top lane, man. I mean, Bulletjie can still defend a tier 1 at 50 minutes. That is something ridiculous. It's a nice bit of farm.
And look at
Perhaps.
bottom by the same token. I mean, bottom, they still got the tier 1.
There we go.
That's been their most vulnerable point, you know, because they've lost their Raxes in that lane. And they
Bloodseeker?
Tier 2. Bloodseeker going down.
He's
top.
opted for a Hurricane Pike.
Huh.
I don't think I've ever seen that. But I mean, I understand the Rupture 4 stuff. It's a cheesy like, hey, got you, and fair enough, it works. I've never seen it taken to a Hurricane Pike. But I mean, he feels he's not going to replace his drums. They're still providing enough. Doesn't want to get an entirely new item. I assume he will drop one of the drums, perhaps, at a later stage to go for that sort of potential beyond endgame item. But yo, what a game so far. I mean, this Tiny's level 27, Tree Volley on 12-second cooldown with his Spell Prism. They're grouping nicely. AM's got his farm. I mean, he's got his cheese on him as well. Abyssal he has got his Abyssal. How has he got his Abyssal? How does he have Abyssal? Did he farm an extra Vanguard because he didn't want to wait for his courier to respawn in 25 more seconds? I mean, he still has his buyback. I wonder. We'll see once that courier comes up.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. Pretty interesting.
I wonder. I think he farmed when he was farming the side camps. He was farming himself that extra little, extra that Vanguard. Huh. Let's see. He did. He actually, that Vanguard is still on AM's courier. He actually went and found up another one because he was too worried about being without an Abyssal. I mean, fair enough, you know, if he was gone on, he was going to be in trouble. Going for the Skadi next, going to do nice work against that Bloodseeker and that Pudge. Not tiny for that. I mean, 4.3k HP on 6.5k HP on this Pudge before his heart. That is something special.
That's the problem, man. I mean, that's the thing. You're facing that.
But he melts. He melts though. He still melts like everyone else.
But AM.
Dark Rift. AM is just not. Actually has another damage. Dropping the backline. I think AM's targeting a little bit incorrectly here.
Ooh, AM's been a bit all over the place. He gets kicked away.
He has no buyback.
He uses the cheese.
AM's got saved by the Tusk. Tusk just saved AM.
Yeah, he did.
Tusk actually just saved that AM with that Warriors kick.
Absolutely not.
Get back now. I think you get back. You got. That was a blessing for you. That was a blessing. You guys got saved big time there.
Those Raxes before they lose them. This is going to be a big fight. Unfortunately.
They're hitting the ancient. Creeps are hitting the ancient. They're going to the side here.
Good game. Oh man, the ancient.
AM opting the Tusk. That counter spell comes in clutch.
Big fight. They need to end it quickly. They need to win
Tree
this
Volley
fight.
comes in. Shaka comes in.
Oh man, this
AM
fight.
needs to fight here. Here's buyback. He can fight. Fight. AM just fight, buddy. You got buyback. Great Shaman Wars.
Pressure.
Shackle. Beautiful.
Surely
Shackle coming in.
one of them.
Bit of malice.
It's gonna go down. They're all still up. How is this possible?
That refresh coming clutch crossing. Oh no, this is.
Man, surely there we go. Finally gets one.
Soulbind coming out. They're catching the Grimstroke as well.
Grimstroke.
Bloodseeker looking for this as they're hitting base. This ancient is open. Bloodseeker's looking for the ancient. Bloodseeker ancient. He's hitting the ancient. He's hitting the ancient. They're fortified.
Fortified. Can
This
they
might cost him his life. Tree Volley comes in by Tiny.
Takes out the Shaman.
Good buyback.
Out. There's a 4-star. Sorry.
Oh, that Abyssal coming in huge. Bloodseeker's dead for this. Bloodseeker's gone.
Oh man. He's got
Bloodseeker's.
buyback.
Okay, push tier 1s, boys. Push those lanes out. Grab a tier 1. This is actually insane.
Can you believe it? They need to push. I can't believe this. They somehow survived. I thought that was surely it.
That Tusk Ags saved him there. That is so unfortunate.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that ability. Sometimes
Yo.
you want to get the last hits and just like finish them off, but you end up kicking them to safety.
I
You
don't
know.
think make the right call. I don't think it's the right call to push up mid. He's got his level 30, I understand. But if you get caught in the wrong Tree Volley dismember combo, you probably did. Has got buyback, but
Yeah.
again, get those tier 1s, man. Get those tier 1s. Oh, look at AM. Look at AM. Secret shop. What has he got queued up over there, lads? He wants to end this. He's going for tier 1. Okay, says I'm not going top tier 1. I'm taking bot tier 1. Let's try even these creeps out.
Ooh. No, he's not messing around.
Is he going to buy it? He's got it. Divine. Okay. 54 minutes divine picked up. Alright, okay.
No. Look, I think, quite honestly, I don't think that's the wrong call. I think he recognizes
100%.
that he dies. It's possibly game over.
Well, I mean, he does have buyback, and buyback's available.
Yeah,
so,
I would say maybe. I mean, yeah.
I think it's fine. I do think it's fine. I mean, like, what else do you do? He needs to input more damage. I would like to see him jump onto that Grimstroke in those fights. Jump that Grimstroke and try. I mean, you can pretty much 3-hit him if you have your counter spell ready for that sheep stick of the Grim.
Yeah.
But he does have that Ghost Scepter ready. If you jump him, you force that Ghost Scepter out early. Ghost Scepter and that puck damage with Puck Dagon. Once he's Ghost Sceptered, you can use that Puck Dagon, and thanks to the extra 40% damage, magic damage, you know, you've given me a nice tool to damage you. And then that AM can then move along to the likes of the Bloodseeker and the Tusk and whatnot. Yeah, he's got his BKB, 7-second BKB up. I'm pretty sure Bloodseeker might be there. Bloodseeker's down to the lowest, 5 seconds here.
Yeah,
Do you see Bulletjie looking for Roche?
Yeah,
Roche with Refresher. Who takes the Refresher?
This is big. I mean, they're probably going to take him down before they get there, but they're this soon. Now we're wondering if they're going to go in. AM rooted.
I don't know, it's second cooldown.
Yeah. Oh, this is a big fight.
This member comes out, Soulbind comes out, double silence onto the Underlord and the Tiny. Here we go. Okay, good. Aim is still it. He did the tree volley.
Can't help it. What can we do? They're in trouble. They've lost their Underlord, but he buys back. They're going back in.
But back,
untouched.
Oh, the space shots coming in clutch there. AM up to ulti, the Tusk in the floor here. Oh, that bash, the bash. Guko.
No way. Surely.
Guko getting soulbind. Sorry, Inkspell rather.
Oh,
He's silenced by the Phantom's Embrace. He's ruptured. This might be a Divine on the floor. We might see a Divine on the floor.
Oh, is he gonna
Guko,
make...
get out. Oh, good balls. Divine on the floor. Picked up by the Dark Willow. Dark Willow's updated CP out. That's way too brave. Underlord picks the Divine.
Underlord's gonna run. Oh
yeah,
no.
You just turn and fight here. You're gonna die. Firestorm, put a malice. Just do stuff.
Ancient's in trouble.
Permabash. Okay.
That's that.
Bloodseeker picks up the Divine. I think we might have just seen the game out. I mean,
yeah.
damn, that was a tight effort. There were minuscule moments there in cause. Look, I don't want to call it too early. You know, maybe this is it. Maybe they're coming through now. AM is back. He's dropping the back line.
Oh
no, okay.
Oh, never, but he's been taken out. That's going to be the game. He's out for 2 minutes.
Yeah, that is the game.
Great effort by OP. They really gave their best.
Tusk taking away that shaman, saying, get out of here. Who's your MVP this game? I think Guko did flipping amazingly to do that AM. He came back so well.
I think Guko played well.
I mean, this is formality now. This is the formality here. But it has to be somebody on the side of Bulletjie who I love all of them. Grim did so much. I feel like Grim did so much to enable his frontline to do that much. Being Pudge as early game, he was involved in so many kills. Bloodseeker did so damn well.
Absolutely, I agree with you. I think it was a great team effort. I think this was a great game at Dota where basically it came down to both teams recognizing their timings, you know, and who could make pull off those plays in those big fights. I think it could have quite easily swung the other way. It was a really close game.
100%.
Bulletjie did just manage to use their dominance. They took the early advantage and they kind of just managed to use that to win the whole thing. But I do think that, you know, OP could have come back with one or two of those fights swung the other way. It could have easily been a 1-1 series tied up for a game 3. But as it is, 2-0 to Bulletjie Gaming. Well played.
Yeah, very, very nice, guys. And the next game for today is going to be at 4:30 CAT. Hope to see you guys there. And again, well done, Bulletjie. Well played.